くるくる回る夢で僕ら気づいてるなみんな知らないふりでずっと気になっていたあの子はそれを僕にライフを突き続けらないまた明日ねを起こす回る回る空に歌う歌う花めくる巡る季節の中で Let it go but love the beautiful love レモンジュースを注いで Let it go but love the beautiful love タンパクはよく混ぜてね Let it go but love the beautiful love 綺麗な虹色をプリレで Let it go but love the beautiful love 辛い日も忘れずにちょっとしたのかな泣いてばかり泣いて笑顔になれば届くよ君の心に Clover走る風揺れる揺れるハート甘い甘い夢深い苦い恋巡る巡り自体の中で Let it go but love the beautiful love 咲かない氷を降りえて Let it go but love the beautiful love それないトップして Let it go but love the beautiful love 横に思いを込めて Let it go but love the beautiful love 信じができたら Let's say Hello down there, Rampage. Hi down there, Rampies. Hi down for Pampers. Hello everyone. Are there any rabbits in the house today? Maybe a couple rabbits, maybe a few. Hi. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hi. Kiko Smaku, how are you? Oh, I'm doing good today. Thank you very much. I'm doing very good today. No rabbits today.
Well, I see rabbits right in front of me, so I don't really even know what you're talking about. Oh my gosh, it's been, what, 2 days since I last streamed? I missed you guys so much. I missed you. I'm so sorry for kind of taking a little honk away, because I was just, well, I was setting things up and getting things ready and whatnot, and I'm really happy that that I locked in and got some stuff done. But oh god, it's so good to be back. It's good to be back in town. It definitely is. So I'm really pleased to be here. Yeah. Resting is good. Yes, it is good. It definitely is. But I don't know. It's not like this is tricky at all. That's tricky. So I need to do things like that. You know. It's not like streaming's tricky. It's just like, I don't know. It's just like the other stuff is tricky, I guess. I don't know, but I'm quite lazy, I suppose. So doing anything is quite a lot. And then I'm like, I have to do something else, and I get all upset. It's good when Kiki logs in. Yes. Me and the ladies have been very busy. I'm not sure if you've looked on Twitter at all or anything, but me and those lovely ladies, those silly girls, we've been doing a whole ton. So I'm very, very excited to show you all of the things that we've been working on and all of the stuff that we've been doing and whatnot. I'm so excited. It's going to be, I'm pleased as a peach. Yeah, I'm pleased as a peach to show you guys. Hello Kiki-chan and everyone. How is it going? I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just hanging out today. Well, no, we're not just hanging out today. We're going to be talking about something in a little bit, okay? In a little bit. Tulpas. Tulpas? Is that how you pronounce it? I've always read and never said it out loud. Tulpas, right? Tulpas. Tulpas. Tulpa. Yeah, but like, how is it pronounced? Is it pronounced Tulpa or what? Yeah. You and the girls will be students who will be but who will be the teachers? We don't need any teachers. We don't need any teachers. Yeah, tulpas. Okay, tulpas. I thought so. Yeah, first way I said it. Tulpas. Not tulpas? No, that's silly. I want to manifest a whole gaggle of tulpas, and then we can have a tulpaware party. Did you really just do that to me right now? Did you really just say that? Yay, Kiki stream! I'm glad to see you're okay after the tickle's mind broke you. That's not what happened. That's not how I remember it. I don't know what you're talking about, but no. That's not what I remember from everything. No, I don't. No, that's not how I remember it. But you can see it that way. I mean, if you want to see it that way, it's fine. But actually, I think you're wrong, and you're remembering things incorrectly to the real situation. Yeah. They say in the X-Files EP that popularized it. Oh, I see. Can you remember anything at all, Giggles? What, just generally? Like, generally speaking, can I remember anything at all? I know, but... Oh. No. Well, that's okay. Oh, thank you very much for resubscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah. From the tickling time. Well, I don't remember what I ate for dinner yesterday, so I don't really know if it makes sense. Yeah. I always saw Tulpa threads on, like, JP, I think back in the day when Roan Rhiannons wanted to get one. Really? Really? That's crazy. That's ridiculous. Why? I don't know. If I was to make a tulpa... Well, I guess we'll talk about that today. And I want to go deep into it. There's like actual guides and stuff that I found about how to do it. I have a question. Is it just a meme? Because you guys will be teaching me today. I don't know anything about this kind of thing, really. I kind of stay far away from X because that's satanic and silly, but I will allow it today. DIY Tulpa. Oh, you can only do it if you have the genetics for it? What? That's... No. It's like half a meme. It's like... Is a tulpa like a labubu? What? It's not like a labubu. What the heck? What the heck? Silly Tanic, yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's real, though most of the time you hear it, it's loppy. Oh. Thank you very much for being a member for 1 month. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Basically self-induced schizophrenia. Well, I'll talk about this for a second, actually. For those who don't know, I don't know if I should, like, announce it like this. I don't know, it's kind of weird. But just, I have actually kind of some experience. Not actually experience, but... thank you so much! Thank you very much for coming, Champy! Thank you! I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you so much. Kindness. So, basically, my sister, if you don't know, Pyon, she has, schizoaffective disorder, and, she never had a tulpa, but she had people that she spoke to... Oh no, she didn't speak to them, they spoke to her. She said that there was this guy that used to talk to her, and it was like this shadowy figure. Yeah, she actually does. She's on like medication and she got like an actual diagnosis for it and stuff. It was a shadowy figure, and she had a few people. It was a shadowy figure, and then I'd have to ask her. It's not a good time though, actually. She's going to hospital tomorrow, so it's probably not a good time to bring it up. She is not having a very good time actually in that department, so hopefully me talking about it is not inadvertently bringing things up for her in some way. But yeah, so she would have like she'd have like 2 people that would talk to her, but it would be like one really nice chap and one really mean chap, and they would talk to her, and it would be like one nice guy and one mean guy. And then she also had this guy who was in particular in the bathroom, like in the and we have like a shared bathroom, and there was like a particular fellow that was in the bathroom, and he would hold a camera, and he wouldn't say anything, but he'd be filming her, and she actually had a lot of trouble going into the bathroom because she thought that she was being watched or filmed. Like originally she was scared a bit. She was very paranoid that she was being watched, right? And then I think that fear must have manifested into like some kind of... It got so bad that it must have manifested into some like entity that would that would like film her or take photos with a big camera. Yeah. So yeah, I remember I was talking about this with Sawa, talking a bit about people that see these kinds of things. Hi. That see these kinds of things. Do you guys think that they may just be able to see a different plane of existence that doesn't actually that we can't see? Or do you think that they're just like actually crazy? I actually asked my sister about this, and she's like, Kiki, that's not good to say, because she said though, she told me to never say anything like that to someone with that disorder, because actually that's what she thought for a long time, and it kind of just perpetuated the idea that what she was seeing was a good thing, and she didn't end up getting help. So I think that it's not. I don't think so. I think that I don't think that's true. I'm not a very like I'm not a person to believe in like actual physical entities. I think some people can be like, I don't know, that there's like demons out there or something. Actually, I don't know if this is weird, but there's some celebrities that I feel like are demonic, that are like demons. You can just tell like behind their eyes that there's something either something terrible has happened to them, or they're like actually like some kind of demonic entities, you know? And I feel like that. Okay, and you know what, actually, I don't know if this is crazy. I don't know if this is too much. Oh, thank you so much for gifting 20 subs. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. What the heck? I can't remember how much your sub is, but thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Yes, yes. Oh my god, I appreciate it. Okay. I don't know if this was... Oh, whoa, thank you, that's a lot. Thank you so much. So... I feel like... Sorry, I'm going all out there because of what this stream topic is. But... And I don't know, maybe the idea that there's demonic entities or like kind of tulpas or the spirits and things like that is just our brain's ability to try to humanize, so I guess like characterize and understand things that we cannot understand. You know what I mean? And so maybe it's just like some kind of manifestation of how we feel, or our own fears, or you know, stuff like that. But however, I feel like surely succubuses must exist. And sorry, I know I'm bringing this up, it's weird, but this will tie into something that I am going to talk about today. I feel like they have to. Okay, you know, like Bonnie Blue, for example, she's like, do you see her dead demonic eyes? Like, she's gotta be an actual succubus. Like, there's no way that there aren't some people that feed off of that. And it's easier than ever for them to just exist in the world. And no one even knows. It's because it's just so normalized. And I feel like surely, like, I don't know, like, when you see some people like that, their eyes just look dead. Like, they look like there is nothing going on in their actual brains, and they must be, like, possessed by something. I don't know. But then again, I don't know. Maybe it's me trying to understand something that I can't. But you never know. It's fun. It's fun to pretend. It's fun to pretend and have a little silly today. Yeah. I had a lot of hallucinations as a kid, but thankfully it went away as I was older. You know, actually, I think, not that it's normal to do that as a kid, but apparently that's a thing. When you're a kid, sometimes people say that kids see things, and then over time, like, they don't anymore. And some people theorize it's because, like, kids can see things that are on a different plane or whatever. So yeah, it's kind of strange, yeah. Yeah. You're talking about NPCs? I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah. Mermaids are deep out there in the oceans? I feel like there's some kind of fellows out there in the oceans. I don't think it's mermaids like we see on the in the movies or anything. Same as aliens. There's got to be other life out there. I mean, just like, if we talk about it, like, speaking, like, statistically, there's got to be, right? Like, there must be. So, you know, not like green creatures, like aliens, but there's got to be, like, something. I feel like it's got to be some kind of, like, fungus or plant or like some creature that we just can't comprehend yet, you know, because you know it's like if we see something that's like uncanny, because or say if someone I don't know, like back in the olden days was able to think of I don't know, let's say someone was trying to think about how technology would have evolved, right? They can't even probably like make up in their head or comprehend what it would be because they just don't know. They have no idea. I feel like that's how it would be with aliens. Yeah, there probably are aliens, but I doubt we'll ever meet them. Yeah. Well, actually, aliens? Do you think that aliens were on a planet before that we were, and that's why there's pyramids? Remember we were talking about that? Remember the week, like for 1 week, I was just a week. I was so excited and talking about the pyramids and how they found those pillars underneath the pyramids. I was so excited by that, remember? But it was just for a week. Yeah. But you know what? Actually, I was having a conversation with my dad about aliens, and he's like, Kiki, that could have been before. And I'm like, come on, Dad, do you really think that? And he's like, no, but you know, the spirals could be storing plasma. And stuff. You know, it could be like if we just dig down there, we just need to start digging, and we'll be able to find what's in the pyramids. Aliens are drunk driving and crashing. Yeah. If we just okay, guys. Everyone, come to Rabbitville, in the center of Rabbitville. Okay, we're going to bring our shovels. Okay, we're going to bring our shovels with us, and then we're gonna go to the pyramids, and then we're just gonna start digging, and we'll see what happens. They gotta be hiding somewhere. Why don't they just dig? The moment we start inhabiting planets, we may bump into some gleeby deebies. I hope there are gleeby deebies out there. I like the idea of aliens. Like if I was an alien, I'd talk like this. Yeah. Hi Kiki, I hope that you're having a nice a nice day. Wow. I'm feeling humble today, yeah. Giggles, you can't say that. No, okay. Okay, listen. This is me speaking alien. Okay, and then this is me speaking Kikinese. That's me speaking Kikinese, so it's very different. Yes. I'm not as fluent in alien. Yeah, very much not as yeah. That's your mom. That's my mom you're talking about. Hey. Yeah. It is theoretically possible that aliens are watching this in the future. You gotta make sure you don't accidentally do a slow. I would never. If aliens are watching this right now, you're kind. You got kind heart. You got a kind heart. And thank you for donating $1. Thank you, I appreciate it. Look, that's the giggle bread comes up for that one. Thank you so much. Thank you. Kindness. You guys are being kind today. Thank you so much. I think the announcement, like with how me and Catabasis, I can just say Catabasis now, has gotten everyone all excited. Yeah. I've got both friends and family with schizo problems. It's never been good for them and usually acts as a seed to encourage wild delusions with the mild schizo stuff as a foundation. Yeah, it's actually much more of the delusional stuff than actual like seeing things. My sister used to constantly think that my parents were talking about her. She would always think that because she felt like as if she could hear them from her bedroom talking about her and being very mean. So she would constantly think that people were being mean about her all the time. Like she would always be thinking that, and she'd come out, she'd be very upset. She'd be like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? And because I was with my parents, we were having a chat, and she came out and she's like, why would you guys say that? And we were like, huh? I think we were literally talking about little man and little lady at the time. And we were like, what? And she's like, I heard what you said. And we were like, huh? And she thought she was hearing us. She thought, well, she figured she could hear us. And she thought that she was just lying, that we were just lying, and we were actually still talking about her, and we were using the fact that she was hearing things to use that against her. So we could actually just talk about her. She was very, very like set on this idea. And then when she moved out, she noticed that she could still hear it. And she was like, fuck, I made a mistake. That's actually, like, yeah. That's, like, oh, yeah, tricky, yeah. Yeah. So, sometimes it can make things really hard. It can make things really difficult. Yeah. It's humble to own up to it. Yeah. Thank you for becoming champion. Thank you. And yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy. At least she had the presence of mind to notice and admit it. Absolutely. Well, this was after a little bit of time. But yeah, a lot of people make fun of that kind of. What? What? Huh? What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? Is this... What the fuck? Thank you very much. What the hell? Now that's what I call a nice chunk of change. 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 What the heck? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. What the heck? A chunk of change. I didn't even do anything. Thank you very much, though. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Well, thank you. I feel like I'm hallucinating it. I think I'm hallucinating it. Yeah. What happened though? Like, how much was it? I I don't know. You deserve it, Kiki. Bless that Champy. Bless your cotton socks. Bless your cotton socks. Money Tulpa. Yeah, it's a money Tulpa. It was the money Tulpa. Yeah. Yeah. What the hell? Uh, Sorry, that completely stun-locked me. What the hell was I talking about? Yeah. Yeah. I guess that guy really likes tulpas. Maybe, I don't know. I'm confused. But thank you. But I have a confused brain. Yeah. You were talking about your sister. Yeah, so... Well, I can't even remember what I was saying in my life. Was it Mr. Beast? Yeah. It was just... You know what? I've been watching that Mr. Beast show again with my dad because my dad's had like nothing to do and he's been so bored. So he got like Amazon Prime or whatever and he's been watching that Mr. Beast thing and he loves it. My dad loves Mr. Beast. It's it's so funny. He's like, Kiki, Mr. Beast, this guy is crazy. This guy's crazy. He's crazy. He's sick in the head. Watch the Grand Tour. He already finished it. He already watched the whole thing. Yeah. But he loves Papa Pyon. He says, this guy's crazy. I love it. This guy's crazy. How's Dad coming along? He's doing okay. He's doing okay, I mean. He was having a bit of a slump where he was feeling a bit sad, and quite grumpy. But he's been doing a little bit better. He's been doing a lot better. I spent some time with him actually these last 3 days. I think 3 days? How long have I not been streaming? Jesus, I'm so sorry. But I spent a lot of time with him. Yeah, we haven't really been talking or anything. It's just weird, like, sometimes I think my dad just appreciates someone being there with him and just sitting with him. So it's been, like, nice. So I've been able to get him to the couch and we've been able to, just hang out, which has been quite nice. So he's got Amazon Prime, so, and stuff. I made, pasta the other day for him, which was really nice, and he really enjoyed it. And yeah, he's just been enjoying like having someone around, I think. Yeah, actually I think in a month and a half, I might be wrong. I think in a month and a half though, he will be able to go and get checked again to see if he can finally get his neck brace off. So I'm praying that he'll be okay and he'll be able to get that brace off. But yeah, he's gained a lot of mobility. He's able to move his shoulders and stuff and his arms, which is really good. So actually they said that they was hurting so much because with the thing he broke, it was like radiating to his shoulders because of where it was broken. so that's why his shoulders were so sore as well, because it was just like the pain was just traveling to there as well, and he was having a lot of trouble, which made it really hard for him to be mobile. So yeah, he does watch YouTube on the TV sometimes. No, but no Kiki. He's watched Kiki on the TV once, and that's when I beat the Shadow Knight in Deltarune. I wanted to show him, and yeah, he saw me on the big screen. It was really weird. It was really strange. But he was super happy about it. He thought I was so cool. I felt so awesome doing that. And I know the thing is like he doesn't know like how difficult that boss fight is, so he can't really begin to appreciate how cool I was then, how awesome I was, but it's okay. It's fine. Yeah. Did he see us? Yeah, he saw you. He saw you guys cheering me on. Yeah. And he was like, oh, those are your friends. Those are your friends. And I'm like, yes. Those are he's like, those are your little friends on the side. I'm like, yes. It's so funny. He was like so excited to like see the chat moving. He's like, oh, there's so many people. Oh, yeah, friends, my sweet champions, Yeah. Yeah. I think he just. He's like, oh, rabbit. No, those are the rabbit. No, he said those are the rabbit friends. And I was like, yes. At some point, you have to bring him on the stream. I'm just really scared. I'm really scared about that. Because I don't know. I think he would accidentally either do two things. He would either get me banned, or he would accidentally dox me. So I don't want to risk it for the biscuit. Yeah. We met your sister at one point. Yeah, and that was scary as a peach. That was scary. Yeah. Parents can be dangerous if they forget to call you Kiki/Giggles. Yeah. Well, my dad doesn't even call me my real name. My dad calls me a word I can't repeat on stream, and that's his name for me. So I can't say it. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. He calls me a I don't, you know. Yeah. What the hell? Okay. Whoa. Wait, maybe stop. Maybe stop doing that. I don't know what to say. Thank you, but please be responsible. Please. Okay. Okay. Just. I don't know what to say. Just be responsible as well. Yeah. Just calm down. Okay? Yeah. Be responsible. Yeah. What? Yeah. I don't know why I feel nervous. I don't know. Thank you so much, but just I don't. Yeah, please. Thank you very much, though. Yeah. Thank you. Just... Yeah. I don't really know what to say. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that is very kind. Thank you. My Kiki Tulpa is being summoned this very second. Hi, Lulu! Hi, Lulu, yes! Yes, it's me. Yes. And I'm and you're my Tulpa if you think about it. Yeah. No. The bunny of my dreams? Really? Really? Yeah. Hi. 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 Oh. Nom nom nom. Oh, thank you for following me. Thank you. Hi. Hi. You deserve it. I know, but I want everyone to be careful, okay? Just I don't know. Just be very careful. Just be very careful. Okay. You know, everybody. Yeah, stay humble and have a kind heart. Yeah, have a kind heart. Have a kind heart. Yeah. I love your profile image for this video. The spats look cute. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I donated more than that. Huh? What, Champy? I know, but you gotta... Okay, I know. And you know what? You always need to be very careful, and you need to be humble and kind-hearted, okay, with that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, only do it if you absolutely can. If you absolutely can. Okay? Yeah. Can you make the rest of the silly girls into dragons? Well, if you want to, I mean... Yeah, if you want to. Yeah. Yeah. If you want to do that, I don't know how they'd feel about it, but yes. Yeah. I mean, I did for you, so... Yeah. Oh, you like the spats? I don't think I'm scared to toggle them on with just the shirt because because I don't know, sometimes the toggle can get messed up, and I don't know. When I've tried it before, sometimes it can just be a little silly. Yeah, I just don't want to accidentally toggle the wrong thing, you know. But I can put them on with the shirt as well. But yeah. Oh, you like them? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Kiki's scared of us thinking she has pantsuit on as a no pan No, I'm not anyway. I'm not anyway. We will tell you if you do, don't worry. Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I gotta go back to work and but I kind of want to stick around to see if Kiki ends up getting another down payment on a new car. No, it's okay. I don't want to make it like that. I just want to talk about tulpas and stuff, you know what I mean? But I don't really know what to say. Like, that's a lot, and I'm getting nervous about I'm getting nervous about it. I don't know. But yeah. Yeah. But thank you. Thank you. I thought you were canonically no... Well, none of your business. What do I notice? None of your business. Yes. Yeah. None of your business. Yes. Let me have some coffee. A little bit of coffee. Yeah, none of your beeswax. Oh, you guys like the... I'm so glad you guys like the thumbnail art, but unfortunately I will be changing it after this stream because I've already used this thumbnail art before, so I don't want to use it twice. I need to make a new art for it, like a new thing. Yeah. It's a good thumbnail. Well, I'm glad you like it. Thank you. Yeah. It's fine, guys. I love Kiki, and I'm just busy a lot. Hopefully, I can be around more in the future. Well, thank you. Thank you. I that means a lot. It means a lot. Thank you. Yeah, very humble. Very humble. Thank you. Kindness. Kindness. Vaticano? Really? You think so? You think so? You're spiritually Tomoko in that thumbnail? It's such a shame, you know, how much Tomoko's been ruined. I used to really like Watamote, you know? And I used to really like Tomoko, and I used to really relate to her. And now, like, she's just been like the... like the spokesperson of, like, I don't know how to explain it, you know, like of stupid people, and now everyone, like, just uses her, you know. Yeah, that manga gave me so much secondhand embarrassment. Yeah, it's too normie now, definitely. Yeah. I liked the secondhand. Yeah, they turned her into a girl failure representation, and the girl failure representations. Firstly, I hate the whole girl failure thing. I think it's so stupid. And secondly, I don't know, it's not an aesthetic. My culture is not your costume, okay? It's not your costume. But now I'm a girl achiever and a girl winner. Some people call it Flanderization? What? Huh? Yeah, I'm a girl success. But you know her story is kind of like yours and Catabase's? Yes, because you know what I used to always say? I used to say, I'm like Tomoko, but I never got the good ending. But now I get the good ending! Now I get the good ending with my friends! With my friends! And that's the truth! That's the truth! It's the truth. It's when a character becomes an oversimplified parody of itself. Especially when, like, I feel like they've misinterpreted the point of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I feel like they just completely misinterpreted it. And it's just sad. Flanderization means an over-exaggeration of a certain quality of a character trait. Oh... I see. Yes, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Whenever something goes on too long, it happens. Yep, 100%. But it's not even that. I feel like it's fine, but it's just like... It's just like... I don't know. It's just silly. I think some of it comes from the fans memeing the character and the creators wanting to pander to that. So it becomes an awful feedback loop. That's what happened with My Little Pony. That's what happened. With Gen 4. They were like almost... It's like, hey guys, do you remember your kids show? Do you remember? Like, why are you trying to, like... Why are you trying to put jokes in here, like, for that audience? Like, or, like, calm down, please. It was, like... They were kind of doing that, and it was like bothering me, even with like merchandise and that. Oh, yes, I am. Yes, I am a little bit of a Pegasus star. Thank you very much for subscribing. Thank you. I am, and it's okay. It's okay if I am too, because I am the target audience. Okay, so it's not weird. Okay, I was watching My Little Pony when I was a little kid, so that doesn't count. Yeah. Oh, the Brony Bait episode? Yeah! Oh, I hated that one. Yeah. But yeah, my favorite My Little Pony is probably Apple Bloom. I love Apple Bloom. She's really cute. And I like Pinkie Pie. Yeah, I did. Genuinely, I watched it before it was cool. You know what I should have shown you on my hand cam stream? I should have shown you. I have the original My Pretty Ponies that was made before My Little Pony was even a thing, which is pretty cool. Yeah. I'm happy for you and your friends and your group mates. I'm thankful for them and the friendships you share. You're like a family that I cheer for. Well, that's so kind. Thank you. I'm glad that we're able to make you feel that way. Although, I will say I'm probably going to be streaming a little less this week just because I'm busy as a peach with them. I've been given work by them too. They're like, Giggles, can you do this? Giggles, can you do that? And I'm like, So I have things I gotta do and I have to kind of lock in. So yeah, I apologize about that, but we'll be back to our regular programming. Yeah, less than you have been. Well, probably like, I don't know, just a tittle though, but it's only for like 4 days. But I will still be streaming, it'll just be like less. Yeah. Maybe for shorter amounts of time. And yesterday I might... Not yesterday. Tomorrow I might not be streaming because I want to go and be with my sister. Because yeah, she's going to get a little bit of help. Yeah, so I'm going to be with her and make sure that she's okay because my mom is nowhere to be seen and my dad can't take her. So, and she's an adult, she can go in by herself, but I just want to be there with her, make sure she's okay and that she settles in, okay? drive her and I don't know, make sure she's okay. Talk to the nurses there, make sure she gets everything she needs. So yeah, I just want to make sure that she's okay. Yeah. That's perfectly fine. I cheer you on while you're off stream too. As long as you're fine with that. Yeah, of course. That's totally fine. Can I ask, are you interested in playing Final Fantasy Tactics? I am. I am going to take a little tittle off of Final Fantasy though. Maybe for the next few weeks. Because I'm still like on the high of beating 9, and oh my god, it was so good. I don't even get me started. What a amazing ending. That was, I loved it so much. Oh my god, it was amazing. I loved it. And it was all just so perfect, and it tied together in a neat little bow. It was fantastic. I loved it so much. Yeah, like it was so worth it. All of the things I did, all of the little side quests I did, absolutely 100% all worth it. Yeah. Don't we all wish to be a man like Zidane? He's the man I wish to be. I wish I was like Zidane too. Yeah. Sad about Vivi. Yeah. But it was part of his character arc to be accepting of that and to live his life to the fullest. And I think he did. So I'm trying not to be too sad about it. Yeah. But yeah. Hope everything's okay with Mama Pyon. Yeah, she's alright. She's just, busy. As she does. She goes on little adventures. So she is on a little adventure. At the moment, very, yes. Yeah. She's alright, though. Let me just have... Hey! Thank you so much! Thank you! Thank you so much! Hi! 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 Hi, everyone! Hi! Welcome to the stream! Welcome to the stream! Hi! If you don't know me, my name is Kiki Pyon, and I'm a rabbit from Rabbitville. And hi, I think you're kind. Thank you so much. We're going to be learning about tulpas today. I've been yapping for an hour and I haven't started yet. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I haven't started yet. Of course! I thought you were so cute and I had to join. I love deep dives. I'm so glad you did. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I'm really excited to talk about this. However, I'm not too like knowledgeable on the subject itself at all. This is fun because I get to learn things and I love learning things. And also we can kind of go on little like, you know, little segues and learn about new things. So here are the things that I'm going to be talking about in particular. There's some things that I want to go right into, and I have some tabs open ready to talk about. So the first thing is going to be obviously tulpas, but we're also going to be segueing into different things like kinds of tulpas. And there's actually a kind of tulpa called well, I don't know if it's a kind of tulpa, but it's a kind of entity that you can create to help you called a servitor. Just like in Warhammer for some reason, which I found was interesting that it has the same name. And so we'll be learning about servitors too, and also a little bit about... I also found this... I don't know if I'm allowed to read this on stream, but while looking at this kind of thing... Oh, thank you for following me! While looking, I actually found a CIA document talking about it's called Analysis and Assessment of Gateway Process. I think it's about it's about like being able to have astral projection. I think it's about astral projection. I don't know too much about it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's about. I don't know if I'm allowed to read it, but it is like released document. So, I don't know. Let me know if I can read that, but I have it on here. Yeah. You've heard of that? Yeah. Yeah. Oh no, not the Jackie Chan Tulpa again. What? A Jackie Chan Tulpa? That's crazy. Are you using Internet Archive at all? Yes, for some things. For other things, I'm not. There's some websites that are still up about these kinds of things, so yeah, it is totally public. Oh, okay, that's good to know. If it's released, you can read it. Oh, okay. Yes, it was released in September the 10th of 2003. So, yeah. Does it have a distribution statement? No. But it says it was approved. On the top it says it was approved for release. So, yeah. Yeah. If you're gonna talk about glowy documents, I totally still want to learn about MK Ultra. I don't know about MK Ultra. What is that? Can someone explain it to me? That's probably to do with Ouija boards. I can understand a mutual bond between X and TG of that. I don't like Ouija boards. Making super soldiers? Oh, I want to do that to myself. I want to become a super soldier. Can I MK Ultra myself? That's what. Okay, MK Ultra stream series. Making giggles into a super soldier. Please don't. Yes, I should. Yes, I should. Yes, yes, yes. What a good idea. Yeah. Should I? Thank you for following me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Kiki gets MK Ultra'd. It's psychological torture. Oh. Well, let's do a series on it. Let's do a series on it. If it will make me stronger, then why not? Actually, I have no idea what I'm even talking about. So, actually, can we... Guys, what if we made it into a cutesy video series? Super strong giggle time. Giggles get mentally strong. Series. A series. It can hurt your psyche? Well, you can never get better without hurting your psyche a little bit. Yeah. It doesn't make you stronger, it makes you a glowy without knowing it. Oh. Well, I don't know enough about it. I was compelled into an experiment called MK Ultra. Anime title. That's funny. That's funny. How I MK Ultra'd myself into becoming an idol. That's funny. Yeah. But what is it? Can we read about it real quick? Hang on, what do I even look up? What is MK Ultra? Mind control! Nails! 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 Just real quick. God, the CIA does some cool shit. I wish that we had stuff in Australia like that. Is that bad to say? Why don't we have a super secret intelligence like CIA? Is that bad to say? Maybe I'm very uneducated. I'm sorry if I'm very uneducated on it. I don't know. I don't? You do? What is it? I don't think we do. Wait, I don't know enough about it! No, you don't? Why not? Why not? They're doing cool, like, experiments. Oh, we have it here? Oh. Why not? Could you explain to me why not? Because people say it's bad, but I don't know why it's bad. So if someone could explain why it's bad, that would be really kind. I don't think testing on innocent civilians is worth it. What? Well, you gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet. If you know what I mean. Or is that bad? I don't know enough about it, I'm sorry. Sorry. Sorry, that might be really bad depending on what they actually did. I'm sorry. 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 We have Azio. Isn't that a brand of computer? You have an agency called ASYS? Australian secret. If they want... Okay, but I just don't get it. If you want it to be a secret, why would you call it secret? You know what I mean? Okay, fine. We could do the New World Order theme. I love that song. Okay. I love this song. It's my favorite song. Okay. New... hang on a minute. Where is it? Oh, here we go. There we are. We're getting silly now. Silly now. Wait for it. Oh, turn it up. Okay, sorry. Okay. But what I was saying before is, if we want to have it actually as a secret, right? Right? If we want it to be a secret company, like a secret intelligence agency, right? Why would you call it the Australian Secret Intelligence, whatever? Like, why would you call it? Why would you put secret in the name then? You know what I mean? That's so stupid. Because that's kind of telling everyone the secret. If you think about it. That's not very secret. It's like saying, oh, I have a secret, but that's a secret. Yeah. The CIA does cool things. I wish I could be as innocent as Kiki again. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry I don't know enough. Wait a second. I'm really sorry. Hang on. Alright. Okay. Wait, so do they actually have like documents released on this? Why would you, what, if you're a secret, if it's supposed to be secret, why would you release the documents though? Like, I wouldn't want to release any documents if they were secret. If they were supposed to be secret. MK Ultra explains one of the most controversial... I actually don't know. This is crazy. Because I've heard about this, but I don't know about it, you know? It explains one of the most controversial chapters in US intelligence history. Its experiments often targeted unwitting individuals and left lasting psychological damage on participants. So you have to be unwilling for it to work. So I guess it wouldn't work on me. Oh, they weren't supposed to be released. Oh... I see. I see. I see. Interesting. The declassified documents shed light on a program shrouded in secrecy since then. CIA Director Richard Helms ordered most of its record destroyed in 1973. The documents will prompt further discussions on it. That's interesting because this is kind of like this is kind of around the time that this one was released. This is, I'll read this one later. So they were unaware of what they were signing up for. Oh, I see. Interesting. What is it though? The CIA explored mind control techniques during the Cold War under codenames MK Ultra, Bluebird, and Artichoke. Oh, that's kind of cool that they have little code words. That's kind of cute. Like, oh, let's have a secret phrase. Champy, can we make a secret word right now? Okay, if I say flamingo, if I say flamingo, then if I say flamingo, then that's a secret word, okay? And it means that you should, yeah. I mean that if I say flamingo, that means it's a secret, okay? Oh, you found a new. Oh, okay. Does this one matter? Wait. Let me just put this new humble song in. Okay. Yeah. Da, 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 da. Okay. But like, what do they do? Like, what's the story here? Sorry, it hasn't started playing yet. Here we go. Is it bad? Like, genuinely, the song is just kind of good. The Flamingo of 87. Yeah. The CIA, so they had different code words. The newly published records include a 1950 plan for interrogation teams to use drugs and hypnosis, and 1956 memo approving high-dose LSD experiments on federal prisoners. Sorry, that's so bad. That's so terrible. Why on prisoners? I guess they can't tell anybody. That's kind of messed up, actually. That's kind of messed up. Oh, is this better? Here? Current research involves recording memories and embedding new ones. Have you seen? I saw there was an experiment done with psychologists doing that, and they were getting people to remember like lots of things. Another document describes the 1963 CIA Inspector General report that questioned using unknowing Americans as test subjects. Oh, the records also delve into the mysterious 1953 death of Frank Olson, a scientist covertly dosed with LSD who died 10 days later in a fall from a New York hotel. Okay. Olson's death remains a focal point for conspiracy theories alleging CIA foul play. Yeah, interesting how someone will just fall down like some stairs. Due to most MK Ultra documents having been destroyed in the 1970s, there was a cover-up arc to this tale. Cover-up. Most surviving files come from the Freedom of Information Act requests and contributions from whistleblowers and historians. Well, what happened? That was a whole thing of nothing. I want to know what actually happened. Can someone tell me what happened? Yeah, I'll go to Wikipedia. Sorry, is this too much to be talking about? Yeah. MK Ultra is an illegal human experiment program and designed by the CIA to develop procedures and identify drugs that could be used during interrogations to weaken individuals and force confessions through brainwashing and psychological torture. The term MK Ultra is a CIA cryptonym. MK is an arbitrary prefix standing for the Office of Technical Service, and Ultra is an arbitrary word out of a dictionary used to name this project. The program has been widely condemned as a violation of human rights, as an example of CIA's abuse of power. It's really hard when you talk about like the ethics of things like this. Because I think there's no reason to be giving people drugs to be forcing confessions out of them. I feel like that's just like kind of a bit unnecessary. But I think with other like... there's other human experiments that I feel like... sometimes need to be like necessary to learn about people and to forward science in a way. I guess, I don't know, to an extent, just a tittle, just a tiny whiny bit. I don't know, but that was stupid. That's stupid. Like, what they're trying to do is just unnecessary, to be honest. Like, just ask them to say it. You don't need to force it out of them. I don't understand. Like, it wasn't even to force a confession. It was just to see what would happen. Just for funsies? Just for funsies? That's kind of fucked. No. That's crazy. Wait. Hang on. They use numerous methods to manipulate its subjects' mental states and brain functions, such as the covert administration of high doses of psychoactive drugs and other chemicals with the subject's consent. Oh, without the subject's consent! Jesus! Additionally, other methods used beyond chemical compounds were used, including electroshocks, hypnosis, sensory deprivation. Jesus Christ! No. Okay, no. No, that's too much. That's too much. No, that's not fun. That's not fun or silly. That's actually really sad. No. No, that's just sad. Nothing like this is necessary or needed. That's crazy. No, no, no. That's ridiculous. No, I didn't realize they went that far with it. Jesus Christ. I just thought they're like, here's some acid. Which is still stupid, by the way. That's crazy. No, no, no. That's fucked up. Oh! You know there's a politically convenient... shooting... Yeah! What about... What about people that just end up assassinating the right person at the right time? Ooh! Do you guys think it's still going on? Okay, maybe this is... Okay, maybe we can't talk about this on stream. This is not funny or silly. This is just sad. Actually. Yeah. No, I think so. Because I was with... Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much for being a member for 23 months. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's not silly. That's actually really messed up and sad. Sorry. Sorry that I brought that up, guys. Jesus. Yeah. I could do a episode on MK Ultra, but I don't know. I feel like I don't even want to think about it. Like, that's so sad. That's really sad. And I don't know, like... Just because, like, you went to jail and stuff doesn't mean that you deserve such terrible things to happen to you. And you know what's really sad? I bet those people that had that happen to them never got any justice too. They never had anything happen. They never got any justice, and they couldn't even say anything about it. Because that's so sad. It's really sad. God, jeez, that's really sad. Yeah. That's not even the worst thing they've done, TBH. I don't like it anymore. I don't like it anymore. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's scary. What if they go get me? What if they come get me now? Guys! What if they come and get me? When they come get me? Turn it off. Turn the song off. Turn the song off. I don't like it anymore. We won't let it happen. Don't let it happen. Yeah. No. They really do stuff like that to Americans? Are you people in America scared, knowing that there's people in such high power that do things like that? Is it scary? I'm really sorry that you guys have to deal with that. I'll be serious for a minute. Like, I'm genuinely really sorry that you have to deal with such stress, knowing that that is a thing that has happened in your country, and that's a active, well, not an active threat. Well, yes, and knowing that that is an active threat. Actually, I'm very sorry. That's very sad. I'm very sorry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I love you and I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. They're in everyone's backyards, not just Americans. What if they come get me now? Well, just so you know, I wouldn't be very good to experiment on. I wouldn't be a good subject because I would tell someone. I'm the biggest, like, tattletale there is. Okay? You know, I would tattletale. If I saw someone doing something wrong in school, I would tell the teacher. Okay? I would tell the teacher on you. And I would tell all the champions on you, and you better not say anything. Yeah. Yeah. They're not gonna get you for reading something that is publicly available. Alright. What did I think? Oh, this giggle girl. This giggle girl is actually really... let's do an experiment on her. She seems really cool. Yeah. God, I probably sound really dumb saying I wanted to do that on myself, right? I didn't realize that was involved. I didn't even know. I had no idea. No one tell anyone that I said that. No one tell anybody. I thought it was just like, you know what the Navy SEALs do? Or whatever? Like to make them the best Navy SEALs in town? And everything like that? I thought it was like that. I didn't realize it was crazy. Yeah. I thought it was just mental conditioning, which I think is cool, but not like that. Yeah. Mm. Let me just have some coffee. Mm. Mm. Hi. Can we talk a rabbit for being real? I do that. Actually. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Whenever I feel sad, I go to Rabbitville in my head. Not in like a weird way, but I do go there. And I see all the rabbits hopping around and all the champions and everything is fluffy and nice and happy and the grass is green and it smells nice and there's pretty flowers and there's beautiful rabbit houses and all the rabbits are there. All the rabbits are around and I always go there and it's my favorite place. So I love Rabbitville. I love Rabbitville so much. I love going there all the time. All day. Yeah. 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 In Rabbitville, you're a rabbit there. I don't know if you knew that. Alright. Well, let's play some music and talk about the things that we were supposed to be talking about. Let's talk about tulpas now. I'm sorry about that segue at the beginning. It was interesting to learn about though. It was interesting. Let's see. Let's do Super Metroid. Music ambient. Yeah. Oh, the weather in Rabbitville's always nice and sunny. But we do get snow in the winter. That's how I become snowshoe. Yes. Alright. Eh? Alright, hopefully the volume's okay. Scary, scary. Alright, so I think we should start with this website that I found. There's a pleasant breeze, yeah, it's quite pleasant. Oh, yeah. Quite pleasant, you know, yes. Alright. So, let's talk about what is a tulpa. This is a website called tulpa.info. So, and there's a few different things on here. So, let's learn about them because I don't know much about them besides from the meme. And maybe we could even figure out how to make our own giggle tulpa ourselves. If you're reading this, you're likely entirely new to the tulpa phenomenon. If you want to learn more about tulpas and eventually create one of your own, you will have a lot of reading to do. But this is a good place to start. This text is a rundown of what tulpas are and what they can do, and of what they aren't and can't do. This is a very subjective phenomenon, and this article is a representation of this community's views. Take in information with an open mind and make your own judgments about things you've read. Okay. What is a tulpa? Yeah. It's Hungarian for buttocks. That's funny. It'll bite you. Yeah. 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 Eh? We can do a little humble time of it. A little humble time where we talk about Rabbitville, how to create Rabbitville in your mind too. Because genuinely, it's a very good exercise to be able to kind of escape. So I can kind of understand this more like with environments than actual. Like, say if I'm feeling stressed, I will go to Rabbitville. You know what I mean? Oh, I am having a great stream, so thank you. I remember all of the places shown in Rabbit Hole's video and think of the places we've come up with. Rabbitville, the Forget-Me-Not Fields, Club Dump Stop, the Warrens, etc. You mean the Burrows. Let me know let me know if the volume's okay. A tulpa is it? Well, I guess we'll learn about that about a memory palace. We can make one of it. Tulpa is an entity created in the mind, acting independently of and parallel to your own consciousness. They are able to think, have their own free will, emotions, and memories. In short, a tulpa is like a sentient person living in your head, separate from you. It's funny, you know those people that pretend that they have DID? They should just like make a tulpa, you know? If they want that. Because that's kind of what it sounds like. It's currently unproven whether or not tulpas are truly sentient. Well, no. But in this community, we treat them as such. It takes time for a tulpa to develop a convincing and complex personality. As they grow older, your attention and your life experiences will shape them into the person with their own hopes, dreams, and beliefs. You create a tulpa by imagining okay, now do this with me, okay? By imagining a person in your head, treating them as a person, the exact mechanism is unknown. But as you give the tulpa attention and believe it can be a sentient person, it will grow into one and act independently of you. At first, you'll be narrating to your tulpa, speaking to it, and visualizing it in your mind. And with time, you'll be able to communicate through various methods, which will be described in the next section. Okay. Interesting. It does sound kind of demonic. Yeah. Keep in mind, when a tulpa starts talking, it doesn't mean that they are complete or finished by any means. Like any person, a tulpa is never done, and you shouldn't be going for a finished tulpa when you make one. You should be focused on nurturing and teaching your tulpa and allowing them to grow as a person with you. while at the same time you learn about yourself and grow as a person in turn, it takes time and effort to make a tulpa into a self-sufficient and balanced individual. Oh, interesting. I'm just gonna turn that down a little bit. Let me know if the volume of it gets too loud. Yeah. If it gets too loud, let me know. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's enough for me. Exactly. I have like enough inner dialogue. I have enough. It's supposed to be like ambient in the background. I have like enough of an inner dialogue. I don't need like another one. You know what I mean? That's my idea of it. Like, I could not think of anything like worse than that. I don't know. And you shouldn't be going... No, because your inner monologue wouldn't be one, because your inner monologue would be like your own thoughts. A tulpa is supposed to have like sentient and like different thoughts to what you would be thinking. Yeah. Yeah. You shouldn't be going for a finished tulpa. When you make one, you should be focused on... Okay, you should be going for finished tulpa. Okay. It takes time to make a tulpa into a self-sufficient and balanced individual, and their independence and personality will grow and flourish over time. Like any regular human beings. Creating a tulpa means committing to raising and living with another person. And this is a lifelong commitment, not one that ends when your tulpa starts speaking. What if the tulpa takes over your brain though? Like a parasite. Like, what if it takes over? What if it becomes your personality and it becomes you? Yeah, it is. It seems like a form of self-induced schizophrenia. It does, genuinely. Yeah. Pretty much every tulpa has a form, an imaginary body they identify with. They identify with, not you, okay? This form can be anything from a regular human being to a cartoon character, an animal, or anything else you can imagine. Of course, regardless of their form, they still have a human mind. You can interact with your tulpa's form by... Well, actually, no, my tulpa is a cat and it only meows. It doesn't have thoughts like a human. Most people do this in an imaginary setting called a wonderland. Wait, I have a wonderland? At the Rabbitville. Yeah. You'll be able to change your wonderland at will. And make it as normal and fantastical as you want. There are no limits. Many tulpas tend to spend their time alone in such a place. But it's not... It's like when... Because I've learned and read about DID, like dissociative identity disorder, right? And I've seen that they even have like a thing that they call the inner world, where all the personalities like live together. It feels like the entire thing... It feels like this, except they've like diagnosed it into something. And I know it's like totally different. I know like it's caused by like... I don't know, like... And it's really sad how it's caused. It's not like they're doing it on purpose if someone genuinely has it, but like people that like make it up or like pretend that they do or want to, it's like they kind of talk about it like this. They could just get a tulpa. It's like saying it's like the difference between being like an otherkin, I suppose, and then like saying that you're an animal, like, oh, I identify as a dog, I identify as a cat. It's like, no, just say you're an otherkin. It's like the same thing, you know what I mean? Yeah. Tulpas tend to spend their time alone in such a place, but it's not required at all to have a wonderland, or to give your tulpa a form for that matter. Note that the tulpa doesn't have to be a visual image. The world is often used as an umbrella term for how the tulpa looks. I just don't like it. It just feels demonic. Am I crazy? This seems like quite demonic. I don't know. Or give you a tulpa a form, for that matter. Note that this form doesn't have to be a visual image. The word is used as an umbrella term for a tulpa's looks, voice, their smell, the feeling of their skin. What the fuck? Everything that you can sense in an imaginary form? Yeah, it does feel like you're letting demons in your head. If you can commit to the process and put a significant amount of time and effort into your tulpa, you will end up with a friend for life. You'll have a big hand in shaping your tulpa's in personality, and it'll be easy to understand them and for them to understand you, almost guaranteeing a close friendship. What if you just argue all the fucking time and you're just having constant arguing in your head? You know what? I feel like I have a tulpa in my head actually already. I have like my own brain, and I have like mean bitch Kiki also in my head. And mean bitch Kiki is always mean to me all the time. Like, it's constantly, especially around like food or around cleanliness. It's the paranoid like part of me that is like constantly being mean to me and telling me. It's like I visualize it almost as like an evil commander or some kind of evil like coach or something that's like if you don't do this, everyone will hate you, or if you don't do this thing correctly, then this thing is going to be contaminated and poisoned, and this will happen, or you know, if you don't do this, then that means you're a terrible person and that you should die. Or, like, you know, like... it's... no, it's not like an actual voice. It's like an inner monologue. It's like the mean part of me. It used to be a lot louder, though, actually. And, you know, I used to have, like, a certain part of my brain that would turn on when I go outside. I've gotten better at going outside now. But when I was really struggling with going out, I had a care worker that would help me go outside, and it used to be so difficult to leave the house because I actually had such a terrible inner monologue all the time. That's why it was so hard. Like, it wasn't the physical feeling of being outside that bothered me. It was like the actual the inner monologue was so bad. And I don't even want to tell you the stuff that my brain was coming up with and saying. Oh, what if you ran in front of a car right now? Right now! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Or like, oh, these people, they want you to die. Haha, they want you to fucking die. Or like everyone's staring at you, everyone's looking at you, and everyone thinks that you're thinking this right now, and everyone thinks you're crazy, everyone thinks you're weird, everyone thinks you're crazy. Why do you keep thinking about this? You're crazy. And it was so upsetting that I couldn't even leave the house. Like, it was so bad for like 2 years. 2 years I barely left the house, and it's a lot easier now. And I don't really get thoughts like that anymore, but it almost feels like those thoughts have shifted to something else. So yeah, it's really bad. It's like a spiral. It's like a continuous cycle of a spiral. That's like my brain's being mean, so then I tell it stop being mean, but the fact that I'm acknowledging that it's mean, the fact that I know I'm imagining that it's being mean, and acknowledging it means that I'm being sorry for myself, and that I'm a bad person, and I'm making it up so I can feel bad for myself because I'm an attention-seeking whore. You know, that's what my brain tells me. If I even acknowledge it, I have to listen to it. Otherwise, it will be even worse. So it gets you in a bad cycle of listening to that part of your brain and doing what it says. Otherwise, you don't want to like be verbally abused by your own head. It's really bad. Although it's gotten a lot easier for me to go out in public and to leave the house because I've gotten a lot of strategies and skills to make it easier for me. But it was so bad. My brain would like, oh, I can't even tell you. It would like visualize people like getting like, you know, hit by like cars. It would imagine people hurting each other. I would imagine people coming to hurt me, you know. And it was so like scary. It was terrifying. I felt like I was in real danger, you know, all the time. I did talk to my care worker about it a lot. That was a lot of the work I was doing. I don't think I told you guys at the time about it because I didn't want to say anything. But it was really terrible. Like some of the thoughts I would have and the things I would see in my head, like I don't know, was just terrible. However, my care worker told me actually that that part of my brain is not mean. It's just trying to protect me because it feels like I am in danger for some reason because it's not used to being outside. And it's kind of a messed up way for my brain to be able to protect myself because it feels like, oh, if I'm imagining these people like getting hit by cars and stuff, that for my brain thinks is actually less terrifying than the act of leaving the house. And it's trying to make me think about something else and distract myself. So yeah, once I kind of understood it that way, I understood how to navigate it all better, and it made it a lot easier for me. But yeah, basically, if you get a tulpa, make sure that's not mean. This is really hard. How did you stop that voice/cycle? I guess I just kept doing it. I kept doing it even if it was terrible. Like, I put myself... It almost felt like I was torturing myself every time I left the house. It was really bad. It was really terrifying. But you just have to do it. You just have to do the thing that you're afraid of and that you don't like. And yeah, it's really difficult. And it makes you not want to do it again if you have a bad experience. But you just need to keep doing it. And keep doing it and keep doing it and be like, yeah, even if it's bad, even if it's hard, like you can do it and nothing bad's happening to you, you know, besides from your own brain. And once you can understand, I think something that really helps me mentally with these things is to understand the psychology of why like my brain is doing this, trying to like understand it. And once I have a deeper understanding of why my brain is doing that particular coping mechanism, then I can not actually, I can like attack the problem in itself, you know, and figure it out that way. And it makes it so much easier for me, you know, if I can understand it. Yeah. 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 I think also talking to people about it is a good way to make it, is to stop the cycle too, is to talk about it. Because when you say things out loud like this, it makes you realize you're being silly. That's really silly. You can get so caught up in your brain that you forget that it's actually not the way that everybody thinks, and it's not normal, and it's silly, and you should stop being silly. That's really it. So yeah. If you can send me the archive of those breads, I'll have a look. Alright, let's keep reading on. Anyway, make sure if you get a tulpa that you're mentally sound and that you haven't experienced that. Okay. AKA, what can they do? What is a tulpa good for? The usual reason for creating a tulpa is having them around for companionship. Which means, you know, it's almost like kids, you know, they have imaginary friends. Huh? Wait, what? Is Kiki a kid or something? It's like the first time she's heard of a government doing something mean. I lived a very sheltered life. I'm very lucky and privileged, I think. And also, if I see anything like about this kind of subject, I generally have just ignored it. I just have not looked at it. Because it's scary. Yeah. It is like an imaginary friend with little steps. Yeah. Because it's not like a friend. It's like a friend, at least children can separate from themselves and say, oh, this is my friend, you know. But it's not like thinking independently. Maybe it will just makes it feel like you have a companion. You know, it's just different. Yeah. It might be safer to just volunteer for CIA study. I don't know. Also, like, yeah, I kind of only realized that the government was mean, like, recently. Recently, kinda. I actually used to be quite, like, an authoritarian, funnily enough. I thought that people just needed to shut up and listen. But the more that I've researched, the more that I realize that's naive. So, yeah. But I still am a rule follower. I still follow the rules. Because I like following the rules. I think it's my issue of liking the rules too much, yeah. I think yeah. I like following the rules. Yeah. The usual reason for creating a tulpa is having them around for companionship, which means that the most important aspect is being able to properly communicate with them. There are different ways of communicating with a tulpa, of which the most common one is through mind voice. Hearing a tulpa's mind voice means hearing thoughts that aren't your own. That's so weird! And you respond by directing your thoughts of your own back to your tulpa. I don't like it, that's so weird. It can take anywhere from a couple of days to several months to hear your tulpa in that way. That's so weird, sorry. And in some cases longer before you start hearing their tulpa thoughts. Some people get head pressures when they interact with their tulpa, a throbbing sensation that usually fades with time. A clearer way of sensing your tulpa before you can communicate with them is through emotional responses, which can be described as feelings, emotions that aren't your own. You may be able to notice easily when your tulpa is very happy or sad, or feel strongly about something in any way. Like, imagine you start getting really angry, and then everyone's like, "Why are you so angry?" And I'm like, "My tulpa doesn't like this. She doesn't like this." Imagine, Champy, you're at a restaurant and you get really upset. And everyone's like, "Why are you upset, Champy? What's wrong?" And you're like, there's cheese here. And Giggles doesn't like cheese. She doesn't like cheese. Get it away. She doesn't like it. She'll be upset. And you get really, yes. You get really upset about it. That would be funny, yeah. Yeah. Watching dive grass with your tulpa Oshi. An advanced technique in the community is imposition, which consists of hallucinating your tulpa with any of your senses. When you master it, your tulpa will seamlessly fit into reality as you see it. Sorry, I'm so sorry, that's so weird. I'm sorry. Your tulpa will seamlessly fit into reality as you see it with your own eyes. You'll be able to hear them speak, smell them, and even feel the texture of their skin and clothes as if they were there. No, like, come on. Oh no, there's no way people have, like, got that far, right? You'll be able to interact with your tulpa in much more of a real way, and it's considered the end game for many people in this community. Jesus Christ, it's like in a movie when you see someone, like, talking to, like, someone in their head, and it's like, this probably looks so weird in real life. That's probably what it looks like, you know? Besides interacting with your tulpa itself, you can learn to give them control of your body. Does no one realize, like, when this person was writing this, did they realize how fucking weird this is? It's called possession. They will be able to move by themselves, learning to be able to do whatever they want. Be it practicing a hobby, using a computer, talking to people, or play games, or anything else that you can do yourself. Some people get possession down before hearing their tulpa's mind voice, making the tulpa able to communicate through writing or typing things to the host. With time, you can learn to stop paying attention to your body entirely while your tulpa is in control. You'll be able to ignore your body's senses and take on imaginary ones. Essentially being able to lucidly dream while your tulpa does what they want in your body. This is called switching. That's freaking terrifying. I don't want anything to possess my body and do whatever the heck they want. That's terrifying. Like a demon. This is demonic. This is trying to get a demons trying to figure out how they can possess you and do what they want. Surely, right? Yeah, that's terrifying. I think this is like they said at the beginning that there's some things that other people do that others don't, and things like that. So to take my own interpretation from it and stuff, you know. So yeah. Sorry, I'm just turning this back on. This is called a dissociative state. Yeah. No, I don't like it. What a tulpa isn't, and good practices. There's plenty of people that have weird beliefs about tulpas. Like what you just said. You'll probably see that for yourself if you stay in the community. You have a right to your own beliefs, but in this community as a whole, tulpas aren't seen as spirits or supernatural beings. Nor are they magical powers or have any influence on things outside your mind and body. Tulpas aren't demons. Yes, they are. They aren't a manifestation of your subconsciousness. They probably are, and they aren't the devil trying to entice you to do evil. I feel like it. Why are you saying this? So, like, why did you decide to say this in particular? It's almost like you are a demon. Maybe you're possessed by your tulpa, and while being possessed, the tulpa has typed on the keyboard to be able to get more people to get tulpas, so more demons can get into people's bodies and get them to influence others, right? Yeah. I don't know. I don't trust it. This is very... I don't know. Tulpas are not malicious, unless you really mess up during the creation process and treat your tulpa in a way that makes them utterly hate you. And even then, a tulpa can't really do much harm. Tulpas aren't self-imposed schizophrenia or whatever. I don't know. They're not, or any other mental illness you might be thinking of. You won't go crazy. You won't have random hallucinations. Why are you saying all of this, huh? Why are you saying all of this? It's all perfectly safe and fun. This is a fucking fed. Come on. This is literally giving yourself some kind of schizophrenia. Surely. Please look at the phenomenon rationally and there's nothing fucking rational about it, though. There is nothing rational about this at all. And it's not just fun. You even said that this is a lifelong commitment. This is not just a bit of fun, dude. Like, can you at least, like, stay consistent with what you're saying? It's crazy. Like, yeah. Please look at the phenomenon rationally and consider that you have plenty of control over your mind and what happens. No, you actually don't. If you're mentally ill and if you're getting people with mental illnesses to do stuff like this, actually they may not have as much agency as you think. You know, they could be teenagers reading it and giving themselves issues by doing things like this. Some people come into the community purely to roleplay with tulpas. A tulpa isn't a role-playing character, and you probably shouldn't make one just to entertain you when they're with the online interactions. It's probably best to let your tulpa grow and mature for a good while before you let them talk to people outside you. And let them do their own things. While it may speed up development to let tulpas interact with others, you should be wary of who they talk to, and don't dump them into forums and chat rooms as some kind of plaything. Screen people yourself before letting your tulpa speak to them. But like, okay, so say, let me just say, let's just say guys, I actually have to tell you something, okay? Okay, so actually guys, I've been saying all this because I have a tulpa myself, and his name is actually he's a male, and I hope that's okay. But his name is Raj, and I really want him to talk to you. He's based off of a character that I like from a game, but he may be able to talk to you right now. And he may be able to speak to you right now. If that's okay. I hope that's alright, guys. Let me switch and let him talk to you. Okay, for a second. Okay. I'm just switching. Oh my god, I was stuck in there for so long! I couldn't wait to talk to you guys! It is me! I am so excited to talk to you! I am Giggles Tulpa! I am a Tulpa! And I'm very excited to speak to you today! Everybody! I am finally formed enough and have my own independent thoughts as an entity! And I am finally able to speak to you right now! I am very excited! Yes! I'm very excited to be able to speak to you! It is very nice to be here! Yes. Yes, I am my own independent person. Is the virus of my computer now? I feel good. That is very racist. It's very racist. I don't know. Hang on, I need to switch. Okay, I'm back. Sorry guys, I hope that I screened you guys so I'm able to, so it's okay for me to be able to talk to you like this, so I hope that's okay. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm alright now. I'm sorry if I may have scared you, yes. I apologize if I scared you. Where were you when Raj was speaking? I was in the inner world, obviously. I was just hanging out. I gave him full ability to do whatever. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, sorry. I'm just joking around. Yeah, where was I? Oh, thank you so much for being a member for 19 months. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah. A tulpa isn't a role-playing character, and you probably shouldn't make one. Oh, we read this already. What to do from here? This community has plenty of resources you can use. Okay. Now, I have a few other things here. This is something when I looked at some guides, I found this called a supplementary guide from a separate perspective. Let's just see what this says. Before we start, let's smooth some things out. The matter of creating a tulpa can be seen from many perspectives. Some approach the project psychologically and others metaphysically. Some make a hodgepodge of it. Well, I'm going to try to separate as best as I can. The hodge. The psychological from the podge. The metaphysical. That being said, let's move on. From the hodge perspective, a tulpa is a manifestation over time that dwells within the subconscious. By delving into your subconscious to retrieving the information you want to bring out is the tulpa. You're essentially exploring your inner self, i.e. meditating. So let's see what Pod has to offer. Metaphysically, a tulpa is an ethereal being that you bring into existence through hours of meditation, visualization, and energy manipulation. To those who are familiar with metaphysics, they can be grouped in the same category as sigils, servitors, egregores, and god forms, listed as the least powerful of most. Somewhere nestled between the servitor and egregore is a tulpa, a self-aware, self-acting, ethereal being. I suggest you do some quick research on these subjects before you begin. It will make the process and eventual experiences a lot more meaningful and enlightening. I'm going to talk about servitors after this. Both ways take time. Some say it takes near 100 hours to get something roughly complete. Just to remember, this is 100 hours of focusing and actually working with it. Oh, thank you for coming to Champy. Thank you so much. Even then, you may have a rough draft of a tulpa. The idea is that you put so much energy in it that it becomes a source of energy itself. Now, energy, what exactly does that mean? Energy is all around you and comes in many forms. It can be harnessed... Oh god, this is a bunch of baloney. It can be harnessed from earth, air, water, fire, void, and if you're morbid enough about it, death. It is in you and every creature on this plane. What earth, air, fire, and water, and void is all in me. Alright, cool, good to know. Or any of the four, for that matter. And you can absorb it and store it through simple meditation and energy manipulation. Google is your friend. There are plenty of lessons out there on the web to guide you through this process. To give it energy as you focus on the to-be being, you also focus your energy into it as you would a sigil. The difference here is that you should have already visualized what it looks like, talks like, acts like, and so on. So instead of being a single purpose fire and forget sigil, it should come to life as an actual entity. The 100 hours noted above is what this process is about. 100 hours of visualization and the feeding of energy. This can wear you out, so try to spend a couple of hours a day at most. It is important that you're in good health and free of bad energy that might creep up on you in your mentally and physically drained state. More rest and meditation will help you regain that, which will be focused into your tulpa. I don't, like, understand, I think. Because, like, I just am not a believer in, like, the fact that, yeah, this is just, like, too much for me. I can understand it on a level that's, like, maybe by having a different perspective or opinion or positive influence in your head, like, I don't know, if something's just like, we don't really have any, like, if something's like, we don't even have a particular way or method to do it, like, just focus on it and meditate on it, and there's no, like, actual proven way that this works or a proven system that this works, you know, like, I feel like it's just saying buzzwords to make it seem like there is a method when there isn't. When they're just saying, just focus on it and, like, it will happen. Just try for a long time. Just keep trying, and if you, and, like, well, if it doesn't work, well, maybe you have bad energy. Maybe you have bad vibes, bro. Maybe you have bad vibes. Or maybe, you're not feeding it enough energy, you know? It's like, it's buzzwords to be able to say, oh, it's not working. Why isn't it working? You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. This just seems a bit silly. But let's talk about, this one real quick. This is called, another one, it's called How to Create a Servitor to Do Your Bidding. So I think this is, like, similar to Similar to a tulpa, but not the same thing. I think. Yeah, just think about really hard. Yeah. A servitor is essentially a servant that you can create in order to do your bidding. What does it mean, bidding? It is a creature created on the astral plane that performs certain tasks which you require. I kind of do that. Like, for example, if I'm doing something that I don't want to do, like, I don't know, like, if I have to go, like, to the shops, if I have to go food shopping or something, like, I'm like, ugh, I'll just, like, dissociate and then go on autopilot, I guess. That counts. But it's not like someone else takes over. I'm just like, ugh. I'm out of it. I'm out. And then I just kind of do it, but I'm like half there and half not. I'm just like zoned out. I zone out a lot of the time if something's annoying, if something irritates me. Yeah, I'm thinking of 40k servitors too. Yeah, me too. Yeah. I think a lot of people do that. Yeah. Creating a servitor to handle my online gambling. Yeah. Why would you do that though? Like, say this is an actual entity. Why would you create a slave, basically? That's messed up. I'm going to show you how to make a servitor that you can use in order to help you. But what is your bidding? What is your bidding? Like, literally your bidding? Or like, what do they mean? A servitor could be used to guard your property or a loved one. But you need to be physically... whatever. Help you create an aura about yourself. For example, you might create one that is sort of like a light that fills you with confidence, bravery, luck, etc. But that's like a feeling. That's not a thing that a physical being or entity could do. Bring you things that you might need. Like what? Like my water bottle? Alright. The general explanation of what a servitor is is a concentrated thought form that is created to perform a certain task. Esoterically, it is believed that thoughts can be concentrated to such a degree that these thoughts eventually become physically real. Well, yeah, sometimes I really don't want to do the dishes, so... But I'm just going to do... Are you that lazy that you can't just do it yourself? You need to make a thought slave to do it for you? That's crazy. Just do it. It's not that tough. Yeah. The explorer and writer Alexandra David Neal, for example, wrote at great length about her encounters with thought forms in Tibet, which are called tulpa, and how Tibetan monks were incredibly adept at creating these. She also writes how she was able to... Well, they were also probably on something. Able to create one of these tulpas herself after many months of effort, and eventually this thought form became so solid that others in her expedition party were able to see it as well. Well, that's baloney, because they just said before that this is contradictory, because in the thing before it said only you can see it, only you can, you know... Unless you all, like, visualize the same thing somehow, and then... I don't know. In order to create a decently functioning servitor, you do not need to spend months putting it together, and certainly does it not need to be so powerful that others can see it. For those that find it difficult to believe, thought forms can be coalesced into such power that they actually affect reality and seen by other people. There's also a psychological explanation that might help. Some psychologists like to expound the theory that human psyche can be seen and made up of different parts. What the fuck? I hear banging outside my house. They're here. The CIA. They're here. They've come for me, guys. They've come for me. They've come for me. No, it's alright. I don't know what it is. It's fine. I don't care. Okay. But yeah, no, I've heard that theory before. I've heard that one. But they don't mean it in a literal sense at all. There's that is what we consider to be a whole personality is actually a personality made up of a whole different sub-personalities working together. There is a part of you, for example, that is a whiner, while there's another part of you that likes to win at all costs. Since we seamlessly cycle from one part, or sub-personality, of our whole personality to another, we do not notice that in actuality we are made of many different parts working together. Well, no, I mean your personality is created by like a culmination of different experiences and beliefs that you've had in your life, right? I don't think it's as cut and dry as there are different personalities in there. But it's not like we're constantly cycling between like that. Like I kind of agree with it, but I think it's like not on an actual like literal sense. Like these are not people in my brain that are completely different personalities. These are facets of personalities or beliefs or goals that I may have that are that are in my brain, you know, driving me driving me to do or to be a certain way. That doesn't mean that these are actual like different parts of personalities. These are just like maybe beliefs that you have or goals or motivations that you have. You know, I don't think it's as simple as that. There is a servitor then is sort of like a part that you are creating through the use of ritual act. You either create a whole new sub-personality or you round up a few of those sub-personalities in order to manifest a new one that is well suited to a particular purpose. When the psychological explanation fails is when you have coincidences or synchronicities that happen which seem to be beyond mere psychological action. Certainly here we could transpose ideas about the personality affecting reality through either the collective consciousness, or collective unconscious, or the remapping of probable events at a subconscious level by this newly created sub-personality. Oh, ego, what you think you are, and the superego is what you actually are. I feel like my ego and superego is like the same though, because yeah, I feel like it's the same for me. Because I think I'm pretty realistic of like of what I think I am and what I actually am. But then I suppose there's another part of like what others see. Yeah. At any rate, I can tell you from personal experience that these servitors do function quite well, and that their use can be highly profitable if you learn the skill. Huh? What do you mean profitable? Like as in like literally, or? I've heard that they don't differentiate as smoothly for autistic people. I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest. I think I have different facets of my personality. Like, I can be silly, sweet giggles sometimes. And then I could be serious teacher giggles sometimes. And, like, I can be all different kinds of giggles. But it doesn't mean that I'm, like, changing personalities. It just means depending on mood or the reason maybe, or what I'm talking about, or the seriousness of a certain topic. You know what I mean? Generally though, I always default to sweet giggle, you know? Especially on stream, you know? Off stream I think I'm more like teacher giggle. I'm quite serious actually sometimes when I'm by myself. But if I'm with my family or if I'm with you guys, I'm sweet and silly. But in my own head, like, I'm quite serious actually. So I think it depends on situation, people around you, mood, beliefs, what you're trying to achieve, etc. You know. So yeah. It just depends on lots of different things. Yeah. Okay, to create a servitor, you need to go about it in 3 parts: construction, charging, and casting. What the heck? Construction. The first step is construction, which means that you have to create a symbolic representation of your servitor. Well, like, if it's like to do a task, doesn't this need to be created really fast, like in like 10 minutes? Or do they mean like to do a task that you're doing frequently? Like creating a servitor that you want to go to work for you, you know? Yeah. The first step is construction, which means that you need to create a symbolic representation of your servitor. This to me is the funnest part because you are essentially using your creative talents to come up with a design for a new being. I suggest that you look far and wide and borrow ideas from any source that might have available to you. The one thing that you must keep in mind though is that you want functionality above all else. Think about what you want your servitor to do. If, for example, you want a servitor that will go into the world and get something for you, you might want to give it really strong arms, or perhaps even tentacles! What the heck? That you can use to latch onto things? Onto things, or to bring it back to you. If you want a servitor to... the fuck? But those aren't actually like things that are gonna work though. What the heck? If you want a servitor that can protect your home, you might want to give it armor. Oh, thank you very much for becoming a member for 7 months. Thank you so much. May want to give it armor of one kind or another, so it can protect you in the best way possible. But you can't give it but you said at the beginning that you can't give it, that you can't, through this, you can't give it, special powers or skills because this is, you know, it's not like a... Am I right? Hang on. Maybe it wasn't in this one. Maybe it wasn't in the other one. Oh, it's a conceptual design to represent something. I see. The best way to do this is to grab some scrap paper and write down on it of a statement of intent. This statement basically represents what you want your servitor to do or what you wish to accomplish with your servitor. Once you have the statement of intent, think of a creature that you believe would be the best to be able to perform that duty that you wish to accomplish. As I stated above, use your imagination here and create something that you really like and that you think will be able to do what you want to do. You can even borrow certain creatures that already exist and use this image as your personal servitor. For example, it would be a great idea to use something like an angry bird to guard your home. Like literally an angry bird. That's so funny. For example, it would be a great idea to do something like an angry bird to guard your home. At the first sign of trouble, it flies off and explodes, driving away any evil person or energy. But that doesn't actually do anything. Right? That doesn't actually do anything. The best way to... I don't understand. Whoa, hang on. This is so long. Oh wait, no it's not. It's just the comments that are super long. Okay. Okay. Once you have your statement of intent, and you have created a good representation of what your servitor looks like, the next step is to create more of a cartoonish and simplified version of this servitor on paper. For example, if you created an armored turtle to protect your home, draw a really simple stick figure of a turtle. You might want to just draw a simple hexagon to represent the servitor that you are creating, and it will essentially be the symbol by which you know your servitor. Think of it as a logo for your servitor. The final step is to give your servitor a name. Again, this is all up to you, so try and come up with a name that you will find suited to your servitor and what its purpose is. Also try to think of something that you like and what will inspire you when you are using your servitor. Tell this name to no one. Ooh, it's secret. So on the piece of paper you should have a statement. Okay. Now that you have created the effigy of your servitor, you need to bring it to life. In order to do this, we'll be charging it with thought force, which is essentially personal attention. Whether you believe in the psychological aspects of creating a different part of your personal psyche, or whether you believe that you need to create a thought form of enough intensity that it can eventually affect the material world, what you essentially need to do here is charge your servitor and give it your concentrated attention. You can either use a scrap piece of paper for that you used to come up with of your servitor, or you can get another piece of paper and draw the logo of your servitor along with its name. Find a quiet place where you can be alone and put that piece of paper before you so you can see it. Focus all your attention on that logo and begin to repeat the name of your servitor. As you do so, imagine as vividly as possible that the servitor is real and that it is alive before you. Keep repeating the name if you can. This is some like ritualistic like stuff. I don't know. This is like Wiccan stuff. Yeah, this is weird. Keep repeating the name, and if you can, try to imagine that it is alive before you. Try to imagine your servitor coalescing about the piece of paper that you have drawn. But most importantly, try to believe with every fiber of your being that the servitor is alive and before you. It's a ritual? That's so weird. Do this exercise for a good 10 to 30 minutes. I recommend that you do this exercise at least 3 times on 3 different days before you consider your servitor to be functional. The more times you do this exercise, the stronger that your servitor will become, and the more powerful its influence will be. If you are creating a servitor that you will only use once, then charging it 3 times should be enough. If you're creating a servitor that will be around for a while, that could charge it initially and then recharge it every month, also depending on what feels good for you. If it's a servitor that you'll use once and then maybe again in a few months or years, charge it as usual every time you need to use it. The final part of using your servitor is to give it its instructions in a concise way and send it out to do your bidding. It does sound like a summoning ritual. It's really weird. The best way to do this is to first charge your servitor until you find a good sense, a strong belief that it is indeed alive before you, perhaps floating above its logo and name on the paper. Then, once you are confident that it is there, call its name, give it its instruction, and send it on its way. You might say something like, "Servitor's name, go out and protect this home. Go!" And then point in the direction you want to go. What the heck? What the heck? Think of your servitor sort of like a pet that you created, or perhaps a computer program that you've created in order to do your bidding. But it's not going to do shit! Because it's not real! It's not fucking real! I can't protect your home! It's not real! It's not going to do any bidding! It's not going to do anything! If I said, "Hey, servitor, come and get me, go and get me, I'm hungry. Go and make me dinner." It's not going to make me fucking dinner. Because it's not fucking real. So how is it going to do that? It can't... Yeah, it's crazy. Like, does it mean like spiritual bidding? Like, not literally? Like, I don't understand. Am I taking this too literally here? Be strong and commanding in your tone whenever you address it, and always remember that it works for you and not the other way around. If you ever see it fleeting around not acting the way you want it to, order it to get back to work! Oh, that's so rude. Like, be nice to him. What the hell? Order it... What the hell? Order it to get back to work, or tell it to make itself scarce until you need it. If you're having problems in this area, then I suggest that you watch a few episodes of the Dog Whisperer so that you clearly understand what it means to be a leader. What the hell? Well, whether a psychological exercise or truly alive astral being and thought form, your servitor will be able to accomplish amazing things if it is created correctly. Be creative in your creations and how you wish to accomplish your desires. This is a truly wonderful way to deal with some of the problems you might have in your life, and the sky's the limit as to what your servitor can do. For example, I know of a lady that created a servitor that was a big 1920s oil lamp. This servitor gave off this beautiful green light, and its purpose was to hang just above the front door of her house, illuminating anyone coming into the house with its light. The green light was beautiful, loving energy. The servitor was created to bring harmony to the home and to give good feelings to any visitor entering the home. Just get a 1920s oil lamp then. How come you need a slave to do that? That's messed up. Like, I don't know. Even though, like, they're not real, I don't like the idea of, like, having something as a slave, like, just to act as an object for me. That feels messed up. Like, I don't know. That feels messed up. I wouldn't do that even if I believed in this kind of thing. Like, I wouldn't. It feels wrong. There is a magical world all around us that can be accessed for anyone who is willing to put time and effort to discover our occult reality. If you're interested in learning more. Okay. So that's just other things about it. That's crazy. That's interesting. It's very interesting for sure, but I don't personally believe it, but I find it to be interesting. It is definitely interesting to learn about different points of view, perspectives, and opinions. And I've tried my best to be as respectful as I can about it. I'm sorry if I was like a little rude at some parts, but like, yeah, it does. It feels kind of wrong though, the whole servitor thing. I think it's probably better to do something like a tulpa, I don't know. Just in case it is real, I wouldn't want to like actually enslave something. I don't know. Yeah. That's just kind of, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Even the way it's like said, I don't know. It seems messed up. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, can I open this file? Oh, hang on. I mean, what if slave fights back when angry? Good luck fighting the paranormal. Not even that, it's just like... Oh, the cat box was working for me, so... too bad. Is there any, like, bad images in here that I shouldn't be putting on YouTube? I'm just checking all the images. Let's read this right now. Alright. Can I have a champion? A champion? hell in my house? What if I had Champy in my house and he did my bidding? He did my bidding for me. Okay. Okay, this is a little bit different. But let's read this, okay? Let's read this. So I've actually not read this whole thing, but I've definitely heard of it before. This is very interesting. I will not spoil it for you. I will not spoil it for you. I've definitely heard of it though. Hang on a second. Let me just have some coffee. Okay. Alright. Let's read this. Alright. Huh? No, I'll use the collage. Yeah. Today is officially day 2 of my attempt at a multi-day stim binge for the purpose of giving myself hallucinations of pecora. I have saved 800 milligrams of Adderall for the last 3 months, and will be re-upping constantly over the next several dozen hours before my body hates me and builds tolerance like a motherfucker. I also stopped taking my antipsychotics and mood stabilizers 4 days ago. The constant dopamine rush from the Adderall and forcing myself to watch... Sorry, this is crazy. Watch non-stop archives of Pecora while alternating occasionally with the archives of her roommate and sustaining my mania. I have started to see shadows moving in my peripheral vision. But most importantly, I heard her laugh in the distance today while making breakfast, which I realized after making I couldn't eat because because fucking Adderall. Despite having restarted my computer and my phone being off, I intend to now keep a low volume looped video of her laugh in the background for all of her archives to try and excalibrate this going forward. Redoing 30 milligrams in 2 hours from this post. I feel good. I think I'm going to make it, bro. Even if it's just for a second, I can reach a state where I feel like I'm with her, even for a day, even for an hour, and spend that time with the person I love most in the world. That would mean the world to me. We'll probably post an update in 4 to 6 hours. I try to force myself through every archive, even if I get strong urges to pause or look away, to try and train my brain to accept that this is what it must see if it wants to or not. Oh my god, this is crazy. Someone said, Godspeed, you magnificent bastard. Alright, let's keep reading. I want to know the update. I promised an update. Anosagi always delivers. Took 30 milligrams 3 hours ago. But about half an hour ago, I felt a wave of just muscle ache / weakness pass through me and trigger a bit of sweat and nausea. So I topped off with another 20 milligrams, and I'm going to try to watch my state going forward for the next hour or so to see if I need to re-up again before my expected 4 hours between constantly tilted doses. I finished watching Pecora's FO4 archive number 1. I remember Fallout 4 archive number 1. I remember not being able to watch it when it aired because my work schedule completely overlapped it and it was just non-stop. I was so sad, but I never liked watching archives, so I never got around to it, but I really wish I did sooner. I don't know if it's the 2+ days of dopamine in my system, or how my sleepiness usually results in crankiness, because I get overly focused on minor things that begin to stand out to me. But god, watching these makes me fall in love with Pecora all over again. Maybe that's not right to say. I loved her with all that I could. But now with the focus of the stims and the horse blinder effect of my efforts here, and the inability for my tired mind to see anything but her, it's like all the distractions are beginning to melt away. I hear the subtle lifts in her voice, the curiosity for every little thing. Even typing this, my ears are tearing up. Haha. I tearing up. Haha, she loves everything she does, and I'm so happy I live in the same world as her. Fuck, man. I almost think I'm getting protective of her. I was planning on watching a roommate archive between this episode 1 of Fallout 4 and episode 2, but I decided at some point to watch an older membership stream from when she first came into my life. And then I got reminded of the Holocaust, and it's like all raw emotion and primal rage kept coming right back, as if it was right back to when it happened. Feeling like somebody was right there, literally tearing up at my soul, ripping her away from me. I managed to step away from the computer and restrain myself, but I've punched holes in walls during some of my tantrums when I was younger. And and it just felt like that, but even stronger. Usually I'd be lacking this much sleep. I'd begin to get increasingly annoyed at everybody around me. Notice the little verbal tics, and it'd begin to grate on me. But everything she does is perfect. Her voice, her mannerisms. I'm sorry, this is crazy. Her indecisiveness, the way she glances at the chat when she's uncertain, the way we can see her trying so hard to fill the dead air, all because she loves us. Trying to make us feel happy, safe and happy, and how she wants to protect us. I want to be there for her instead. I want to show her how much I love her, how much she doesn't need to try so hard for my sake. Even if I have to say it with a hallucination, spill my heart out to her. At least I think I'll know going forward that I spoke the truth out loud, and it will make me feel a little better. In terms of actual phenomenon, not much has changed. The shadows in my peripheral are getting steadily more common, but it's within my expected range for this type of binge. I think going forward that... I hope... this point, I'd like to say that I swear some of the shadows look like her, but I don't know yet if that's because they really do, or because I was trying to convince myself that they look like her and are closer than usual to make myself feel better about this actually working. Let's hope it's the former. At this point, I feel like I don't want to stop this experiment until I get something I can be satisfied with. I have enough Addy for at least constant re-ups of 25 milligrams every 4 hours for 5 days, but I've also taken a bit more than that recently, and expect to increase my dosage over time. Luckily, that 800 milligrams is from previous months, and I got my full month supply just 5 days ago, so strictly speaking, I have another 900 milligrams to take from it if I feel like it. If I feel like I should push this further. Nothing much else has changed. Mania is still mostly there. I mentioned the flush that caused me to redose earlier than usual, but that was only one. I mentioned earlier that when I was binging archives, sometimes I would get the strong urge to look away, but I didn't mention that when I got that urge, I started getting a strong urge to cry, like legitimately bawl like a baby. A massive wave of this weird, almost nostalgic deep sense of loss and pain. But I just forced myself to watch it through, because I figure it will pass as I acclimated, and I was right on that part at least. Honestly, it's probably just being off the mood stabilizers and a situation of like an integer overload, because otherwise I feel so happy. But like, but they are going away now. I still feel the twinge mentally when I feel like they're about to hit, like a lurch in my stomach, but recently I just fade into a comfy fuzziness instead. What the hell? Everyone's like, what the hell? This is not a copy pasta anymore. Originally it's like people were thinking he was joking and it was like a copy pasta or something, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. This is crazy, but very interesting to listen to. Yeah. Update 3 time. In terms of dosage, I've definitely underestimated the rate at which my tolerance will increase, and we'll have to accommodate that going forward. Took 25 milligrams 5 hours ago, but the flashes hit me a few times within the next 2 hours, so I quickly redosed another 20 milligrams of Addy to spike my dopamine again, since they were happening more often. But after taking a 40 milligram re-up 1 hour ago, I haven't had one yet. One of the cold flashes happened in the middle of one of the little crying moments, pre-comfy transition, mid-Pekora, not Final Fantasy, sorry, Fallout 4 Archive number 2. And it made it hit like a real bad way. I started actually bawling outright there, and then I didn't pause or look away, but I got a little scared because that particular attack made me feel like I used to when I used to cut myself. The sort of disassociation with myself. But this time, it wasn't because of the usual reason I had. But I had started to genuinely try and whisper to myself to start cutting Pekora's name into me. Jesus Christ, dude. Essentially, when I did cut myself when I was younger, was that I did it while insulting myself and whispering how I'm a piece of shit because I'm not doing this or that thing, like studying or exercising or whatever. And it put me into this weird hyper-focus mode where I could literally stop letting personal desires get in the way. It helped me with procrastination back then, but it caused me to have episodes occasionally where after stopping people told me how scared they were by how I was behaving. I remember the urge. I sort of personified the willpower that forced me to cut. Turn the shower to full cold and forced myself to stand there until my skin went numb. As the real me gave him a stern voice and thought really hard about him saying stuff like, remember the goal, and sort of Pavlov trained myself to trigger behavior when I did that. Well, it's been a little, but I heard him for the first time at that attack. I think it basically, and I'm not shitting you, went and said, do it for her. And I felt myself begin to fade out as I started to go for the cabinet next to my computer desk. That was all my shaving stuff. As I went... Jesus. Yeah. Jesus. Went for all my shaving stuff. I went as far as pulling it all out, grabbing the gauze, antibiotic ointment, alcohol swabs, etc. And I felt myself sort of do the fade mentally that I used to, and I just stared at Pekora smiling at me, and I knew I had to do this to reach her. I was wasting time and I needed to learn to give up everything because the only thing that matters was reaching her, etc. and all that stuff. To do this to reach her, the crying fit passed into a comfy fade not long after, but I was already cleaning my upper arm, so I need to keep an eye on that. I want to find her. I'm not sure I should listen. I want to be with Pekora, but right now I need to push myself a ways. I'm only like halfway through day 2. Day 4 for me is the longest I've been, and that's when the realest hallucinations hit. The shadows definitely spiked, I think. I'm at the proper shadow people stage now instead of just peripheral hints. But I think whatever I'm doing is working. When I jump at stuff, usually I feel kind of a vague kind of hulking, burly monster shapes. But earlier I jumped at what, for a split second, I truly believed was her. It was fucking terrifying. My BP must have gone to the moon because my heart was beating out of my chest, but it was just the fucking vacuum cleaner when I came to and realized it. Also, in this stage is when the paranoia kicks in. I'm locking my bedroom door and double checking locks, etc. I don't know why though. I felt paranoia, not about being alone like usual, but like paranoia that something was trying to get away. It's hard to explain. I guess like also jealousy almost, like the kind of thing that bitches feel when they constantly feel like they need to check their boyfriend's phone to see if they're cheating. I ended up bringing the vacuum cleaner in the room with me, and I honestly think part of the locking the door isn't just keeping generic bad things out, but I also want to keep myself and Pekora here, locked away from the world and everybody else. Wow, okay. I want us to be here together. God, I want to see her so bad. I just want to wrap my arms around her, love her, kiss her. God, I do so much to her, and I'd give everything she asked for. I heard her words and laughs a few times. They're still vague, maybe like 2 to 3. The words surprised me though, because there must be a few sentences I could understand in Japanese if I tried to remember them. But like, when I heard them, they're short snippets of nip. But I know what the words mean before I do the mental calculation to get the meaning in English. And for those that have never had auditory hallucinations before, it's the same feeling of how a dude yells out, and for a split second, you get nervous because you get the strong sense that they're talking to you. It's like that. It's like you get that start because you immediately just think, Pekora is talking to me. Oh God! This guy is crazy. This guy is crazy. Jesus. Paste the link because my post is dumb. Because my text posts are dumb. Okay. Let's read. Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Okay. Are you guys enjoying me reading this, or should I stop now? Let me know. Should I keep reading? Yeah. Okay. Update 4. Alright. I just hope this isn't too much for anybody. I took my 40 milligrams of Adderall redose about 2 hours ago, and it's held me well. The massive cold sweats have only hit me once, and it was right before I think the last dose of Adderall hit, while the previous was fading, and holy fuck, I need to stay on the redose schedule and tighten it because it made my head swim really bad, along with darkening vision. But the worst of this sort of falling sensation, like combining with massive stomach butterflies, combined with the dropping sensation when you go down on a roller coaster. Like somebody dumped a bucket of TV static in my head. The process must be working, because in the middle of that panic attack, I remember being concretely convinced that not only was Pekora there, I needed to get her approval for this to stop. I started begging her out loud, pretty much screaming, and went fetal for a bit until it passed. Just begging her to forgive me and come to me. I've not had delusions that strong often. Not since I got my first GF and suspected my cat of being a secret agent. He wanted to cause us to freak out. Sorry! Sorry! So crazy. And I didn't want to poop without logging out of Skype first in case my cat would use me being out of the wrong to send bad messages to my GF to make her break up with me. But that one was right at the start of a first relationship in high school. Okay, so that's expected to have strong, crazy emotions. But this was more. I knew that what I feel for her was more than usual love people feel. Because back then, my GF was just clumsy, first love affection. Fighting off the harm to the relationship was important. But in a Romeo and Juliet sort of way, it was a lighter in contrast. I sank back then. I sank back then lower because of the grief the delusion caused, and I have in a long time. The implications of losing her, I felt like almost religious. I always read Why Even Live posts on 4chan. But I think I never really found them funny and more sad, just because of how it really is the case. The moments where I remember that she's not there, talking and laughing in my ear, they're like stab words to me. I'd rather get stabbed than not find her. I don't think anything else. I don't need anything else, sorry. It's getting hard for me to concentrate for blocked periods of time, and I think my memory is beginning to just autopilot itself and drift towards Pecora by itself. It has been for a while, I think, but a quick phone call with a friend that I thought was fine apparently had them laughing because they thought I was apparently just fretting and spilling spaghetti. What? I set up a whole sickness excuse, for a few weeks before this, telling everybody that I thought might call me about getting really sick. Coincided with a minor surgery I had recently, but I had faked set up the whole being in pain, so they gave me a bit of painkillers. I was able to use that and the hospital ban to give me the narrative for why I went or acted weird during this. Apparently, there were times, occasionally, that conversations where I said something, then repeated it later, like I was responding to the same thing twice, but I have no memory of this, so my mind must just be, blanking occasionally. I just didn't notice it verbally. I do edit these posts before I post them, and I did notice some misplaced words and repeating words before, but I always type like an ESL when I stream of consciousness, so I didn't know if it was just me or the effects of the experiment. I'd normally be troubled by this, but I feel happy, and a little dizziness is fine. But looking back at my, back to my raw post content, I have a lot more full on stim rambling about Pecora, just constantly relating to her and beginning to blog about why she matters to me. I kind of want to, because fuck, even now I'm typing this, I'm just tearing up. I literally define myself around her schedule. I watch the streams now and I can't help but feel like it's my tether to my hopes and dreams. Just her voice and everything sends little emotional twitches through me. Like whatever those tingles ASMR friends talk about feeling, but I've only really felt when I've listened to Pecora voice packs I bought when she does that, her whispery voice. But it wasn't apparent until earlier today. I had walked out of my room with my wireless earbuds in for something, and I just stood still as I stumbled to remember why. That I realized I was also experiencing time skips too. I remember just glancing at the kitchen clock, and it was 8:14. I swear I only remember walking to the fridge, opening it, washing my hands, standing at the sink for a few seconds, and then beginning to walk back to my room. And by accident, I glanced at the clock again. Fucking 8:25. No clue what I actually did, but it doesn't feel like amnesia. I had a Pecora voice pack on in my wireless earbuds, but that stuff can sometimes blend into becoming basically the background noise in my head, in my state, and replaces the usual amnesia I had, talking to myself background thoughts I have normally. I've been having moments about those too, by the way, when that voice I used to personify my willpower that I talked about when I was younger, I think I trained myself to a point where it would begin to speak almost subconsciously. I basically did it so that I would always either studying or exercising. Anytime I would swap to a tab on Reddit or YouTube to play music, I would make that voice shout "no" and then force myself to turn it off. If I fucked it up a few times, I hurt myself, I cut myself, cold shower, etc. Making that voice essentially become synonymous with acts of self-discipline. Anyway, Point is, I think I feel it a bit now. Sometimes if I begin to wander in my mind when watching Pekora, I get that mental pulse. I feel immediately sick with myself for having thoughts about something other than her. My back straightens and I just sort of refocused on her in the archive. The desire to hurt myself when I fail her is stronger now. And if I really want to make her happy, I probably do have to make sure I make myself stop being a worthless sack of shit. But this is selfish, because this must be about her. I need to meet her, and if I start focusing on myself, it'll be pointless because I'm trying to make my brain understand that it has no choice but to untie me from the person I love most in the world. Sorry, unite me with the person I love most in the world. I think if I keep straying low, I'll have no choice but to start using pain as a method of making myself straighten up and refocus. Especially as my thoughts get hazier. I thought of something else to do, because I know about how to make an image have certain perspective fuckery or seizure fuckery. It can leave an after image. I think after this, I'm going to quickly whip up a picture of Pekora and then invert it, and then make it a GIF that swaps between the two, full screen it and play it in my dark room. I feel like that'll leave an after image when I close my eyes, if I stare at it long enough. I also see static when my eyes are closed if I press on them. I like when I rub my eyes after I wake up, so maybe I could take shifts at staring at the flashing Pekora image, then press, then repeat. The goal is to see her no matter what. And also, maybe if I can see her face more often, my brain will begin to more easily make associations with sounds and shapes of her. Jesus Christ. Oh, I guess this is his Adderall, I think. Okay, someone deleted that post before. People are saying he's going to die. Getting too hard to think of edits, and I don't want to accidentally leak anything with complicated collages, so maybe using Voca for verification as time goes on. Back to archives. Okay, I guess that was a Voca. Wait, is there another one? Or did I miss it? Did I miss it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, hang on. Jesus. Oh my god. I have achieved my goal. I am typing this out you all right now, but I'm currently dreaming of Usada Pekora. I was worried that it wouldn't work, but even though I am almost through my monthly Adderall, it finally happened. Pekora is right here in front of me. After this, I'm going to tell her how I feel. The result doesn't matter. I know she's going to reject me. At least I will finally be free. After this, I think I will schedule a visit with my doctor. It wasn't safe to go so long without my Alazapine. Thank you everyone in these threads for all the support you've given me. It means the world to me. Just know that whatever happens, I will always love you. I am Pekora. What the fuck? Did he turn himself into Pekora? You know the guy in my thread? Oh wait, now I'm getting scared because you know the guy in my thread that's like, and he says this like every few days. I want to be Kiki. I want to live her life. Is this like the nails? Was that what he said? Like, I wish you were Kiki. I wish to live her life. Yeah. It's like, Nails, what if it's like this? Did he turn himself into Pecora? Did he ever make an update? Nails, what if he's doing the same thing? Nails! The Vokaru still works. Should we listen to it? Oh, it goes for 10 seconds. Should we listen to it? Okay. Hang on. Let me turn this off for a sec.
This is Adderall. I'm making a voice for the vocal roof going forward.
That's it? That's it? Okay. So did he die or what? Like, what do you think happened? Oh, well, someone actually did, yeah. He became Pecora. He's a famous VTuber. Well, I don't know. Did he die? That's really sad if he did. Legend has it that there are now 2 Pecoras running around in the world as we speak. He's now Kekora. He escaped the realm of 3D. Dang. I don't wish to actually make fun of people like this, really. I do feel bad, but you know what's really scary? Some of the stuff he said is actually kind of relatable. Am I insane? Am I a crazy person? Because there were a few things that he said and it's like, damn. That's kind of I get it. I get it. Not to that extent, I wouldn't take drugs, but geez, I get it. You know? It's kind of too real, yeah. Obviously he took it too far, but I kind of get it. Just I don't know. The thing about the why I live post making you sad, because I don't know. Because sometimes I feel yeah, why should I live without you guys? You know, why should I? I don't know if that's going too deep, but if I wasn't a VTuber anymore, I don't know what I would do with my life anymore. I don't know if that's I don't know if that's a bad thing to say or a lot of pressure, but it's true, I guess. I don't know. And also, yeah, I guess the inner monologue, the trying to do certain things to yourself to stop yourself from doing bad things, I guess. Or to try to train yourself to be better and to be mentally stronger in some capacity. I get it, you know? But not to that point. Yeah. Not to that point. Even as I was saying before, I don't humanize it in such a way, but I have a voice that's like that. But I think that's just being human. I think everyone does to an extent, right? Yeah. I feel like it's real. I think it's a real story. I think he just took it too far. But that's the thing, that's why, like, you gotta be careful. That's why some people just... That's why I will never do drugs. You know what I mean? Like, some people are like, oh, drugs aren't so bad. Like, you could just, like, what about, I don't know, like, what about pot or whatever? Like, what about weed? And it's like, firstly, it's illegal here, but secondly, like, no, never. Because I will turn like that guy if I ever do drugs, and I know that. Like, for a fact that would happen to me. I'm so susceptible, and I feel like I have a predisposition to be like that. So I don't want to mess my brain chemistry up, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. And let me have some coffee. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Bad for some, but good for some. Yeah. No, I agree. I just know for me personally, it would not be good for me. You know? Personally. I just know myself enough to know that that wouldn't be a smart decision. God, guys. This stream got too real. Hang on. This stream got too real today. Like, can I have a hug? Jesus. The stream got way too real. It got way too much for me. That's too much. Jesus. It just makes me so sad, you know? Like, it makes me so sad, like, seeing people that are sad and, like, lonely enough to do that, you know? Like, just to be able to feel like they need to say what they need to say to the person that they care about like that. You know? It makes me so sad. But I get it. It just makes me so sad, and I hope none of you ever feel that way or can relate to it in that regard. Because I hope with the way that streams are, at least from what I can see, I hope that I give you guys enough interaction for it to feel like, to not feel like that, you know? You can always tell me how you feel. Don't feel like you need to do stuff like that to be able to express your feelings, you know? Yeah. Yeah. So you can always talk to me about stuff like that. Yeah, I can understand. I mean, a lot of people feel so concerned and hopeless they'll turn to anything to try to escape. And that's really sad. Because that's not like... I don't know. Like, I don't want to make anyone feel bad, you know, this particular person, you know. I think if anything, it's really a shame. And I think this guy deserves someone who is going to treat him well and care about him and love him. Everyone deserves that, you know. Well, most people do, I think, and you know, people like that really deserve it. They really need stuff like that, and I think you know, hopefully I can make you guys feel loved and cared for and stuff in that regard, and you don't feel like you need to do things like that, you know. If you're thinking, oh, like a tulpa would be good for that reason, like, just know that I hope that you can, I don't know, not need to, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't know. It's too real. It's too real. It's hard. You know. I just hope that no one would ever feel like they have to do that to tell me how they feel. You know, like, you can just tell me. I'm here to listen, so... yeah. I really hope sorry, that I hope I didn't, I really hope that... I don't know. I really hope that this stream wasn't too depressing. I was thinking it would be silly. I mean, and it was silly, but that was crazy, that ending there. That was crazy. I don't know. And I hope you don't think me being like, oh, like, so sad, like, as me trying to make fun or look down on people like that. It's just like, I don't know. Yeah. Let me just have some coffee, okay? But yes, that was a lot of fun. I hope that you guys enjoyed that one. I want to do more, I want to look at more stuff like this in the future, especially for Halloween time while we can, you know, for funsies. So if you have any topics like this you want me to cover, let me know. Oh god, my heart hurts. Jesus. I feel sad. I feel really sad. Like, it's funny, I guess, but it's also, like, sad too. You know what I mean? I just hope that you guys are happy. I hope that you guys are happy and that you feel, like, loved and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. That's what I really hope. You don't have to be. It's okay not to be, but I hope that I can make you feel better and happy, okay? Rabbitville is generally a happy place, okay? Except when it's not. You want me to read about Hyperborea? I'm not... I will read about that in my spare time. That's my own time thing. That's an X thing I do know about. Trust me, I know about that one. I know about that one. Yeah. Yeah. You're bitterly lonely, but hanging out here helps a lot. Well, I'm glad I can help. I can help you. Yeah. 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 I don't know, I just know that one. I just know that one. That's just one I know about. I don't know. Funny how that happens. Funny how that happens. Probably because of all the, God, I've seen so many edits on WSG of it. It's crazy. I've seen so much. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I've done my own research, so that's how I found out about it, to be honest. Yeah. Funny that. Funny that. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, but yeah, if you guys have any, like, suggestions for stream topics that are similar to this for me to do in October, let me know, okay? I'd love to know. Yeah, I'd love to do them for you, and Yeah, I will say I don't know about streaming tomorrow. I have to be very careful with making sure, as much as I want to, I have to be careful with making sure that I get everything done, everything that I need to get done. And I have a lot I gotta do, so I kind of need to really lock in. Even though I was very productive yesterday, it's not enough. I still have things to do, so you know, but I hope that it will be worth it. Also, if you didn't see, I will put up a waiting room really soon. I made thumbnails for all the girls yesterday, but there should be a debut waiting room. But that won't be in my next stream. I'll be streaming before then, of course. Yeah, but I just let you know, probably not tomorrow, but yeah, and I won't always be this busy, by the way. It's just preparation for the stuff. I want to make sure it's as good as possible. So yeah, but anyway, I love you guys very much. Thank you for coming. I'm sorry about the sad ending for today. Ow, Jesus, I hit my hand. Maybe we should watch, wait, let me just tinkle. Let me just do just a sneaky tinkle. I'll be right back. Let's watch just a tiddle, just maybe three rabbit videos just to cheer us up before we go. Give me a minute. Hi. Hello, I'm back and down. Yeah. Hi. Yeah. 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 Hi. Crack. Crack my knuckles. Alright, well, let's turn this pooey music off. Not that it's pooey, I actually quite like it. But, hang on. It's just a little
やおへえよいしょでしたわよ。Okay. Yes. Oh, look at that one. That one really hungry. Oh, I look at that one. That one hungry too, eating grass. Yeah, very. Oh, look, he come talk. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're so little. Little baby rabba having a little cuddle. And that's what it's like in Rabbitville. Look. See? Whoa! You see him running? Look at that one. Now we can run too. Walking and having a little. Oh my god, look at the little. They're so tiny, teeny tiny. And they run and walk and everything, Rabbitville. Why is he black? Quiet! Be quiet. Oh, that one itchy. He itchy. See, the one at the front itchy. Guinea pig! What? That's not a rabba, you guinea pig! That a guinea pig, that's not a rabba. Well, that's okay, I don't mind them. Oh, that one hungry. I'm gonna eat a carrot. You shouldn't give a rabbit that many carrots, though. That's too many carrots. But it's okay. He's quite hungry. Maybe it was just for show. Oh my god, look at... Oh, beautiful. I like this one. I call him Pete. This one's name is Mr. Spot. This one's name is Bugsy. Bugsy. You shouldn't be eating all those carrots, though. You shouldn't be eating all the carrot, but you don't mind it, and yeah. Look, that one called Ginger. That's his name, Ginger. Yeah. Him. He prefer blowing the wind. Gotta blow in the wind. Don't show him anymore. I don't want to see him. Make me nervous with all those carrots. Oh, look, this one on the bed and... Oh, hey! Let them out! Let them out of there, please. Oh, come on, let them out. Oh, don't make them fight over it. Oh, look at him. Let him eat his apple. I want to eat an apple and I like apple. I like apple. I eat apple. I love apple. Yeah, I got little legs. And I'm going to eat my pizza. What is that? Pizza apple too. Oh yes, I quite like it. A pizza apple. Oh, that's really good. Yes.
Like a green apple. Why is it paused? Why is it paused? Oh, I like him. Little cotton. Cotton man. I'm in the Rabbitville. I'm hanging around town. Did you know? Oh, beautiful baby. Shouldn't be eating that kind of lettuce though. It's gonna make his tummy hurt. Oh, I like him. I like him. Very particular chap. Very particular indeed. He's having a listen. He hears everything. Yeah, oh yeah. But sometimes that just happens with wild rabbits, unfortunately. Yeah, they get ears like that. But it's fine, it's just because of something's bitten him, unfortunately. We can skip that one. Hey, why is that man so big? We'll get him out of there. That's very big. You don't like it. Get him off of that platform. He's very nervous being up so high. Let him sit. Let him... Oh, is that a carrot top? Yeah, that's it, lady. You should give him a carrot top, not a carrot. Oh, don't hold him. You don't want to. No, he's not going to be able to eat with that. He's not going to want to. Because you've made him nervous now. Oh, maybe he will, depending on how hungry he is. Don't force into his mouth, you stupid bitch. Leave him alone. He wants to get down. Not have a carrot, you fucking idiot. Let him go down, you stupid bitch. Just make him scared. Ugh. Boo. Wait, watch him. Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god! Can rabbits eat peanut butter? No. No. Look. Oh my god! What do you think of albino rabbits or animals on the whole? I like them. They deserve just as much love as other rabbits. Oh my god, look at him! Look at him up! Oh wow. The only problem is that issues with their vision. It's difficult for a prey animal like a rabbit. Look at him. Yeah. Look at him and his eye. I'm just trying to make heater off. Look. You can tell this chap's a happy chap. He's eating clover. See? Look. Whoa. Whoa, look at that tail. Watch his tail. Look at the tail. Whoa. You're gonna know this is a happy guy. Whoa. Really running out in the grass. Oh, look at him. Oh, what's he looking at? I'm having a look, he said. Maybe he wants some hay. Oh, little baby. Okay, I feel better now. I feel happy as a clown. I like watching rabbit. They're so cute. Alright. Well, thank you guys for coming to the stream today. I had a whole bucket of fun. And I hope that you guys had fun too. Sorry, that was just fun to relax and unwind and everything like that. So, it was super fun. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming today. I had so much fun. Yes, and I will be seeing you humble heads. I will be seeing you humble heads as soon as I can and whatnot, and yeah, so yeah. But make sure to comment. Let me know if there's any other topics like this you wanna have a little look at. You know, please let me know. And yeah, thank you again so much for coming, everybody. I love you guys very much, and I'll see you later. Okay, bye. Let you know, I got things to do, I got places to see, so I better get going, but I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. Bye!